got that semi-automatic.
That motherfucker's spitting.
It's so fucking good, dude. Oh, fuck me.
Who's got a light?
I don't got a light.
Spark up Rap Boy.
I don't believe in fire.
Is that another liberal myth?
Dude, speaking of liberal myths, did you hear what my girl MTG did?
Today?
Was it today? Because I haven't watched the news today on purpose.
It was today or within the last 2 days?
It was related to the Nashville thing.
No, it was related to the indictment of...
DJT?
Donnie?
Of Donye. It was... she compared him to... Who the fuck was it? Nelson Mandela and Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
Rightfully so.
And I read it. You know that dude Sean King?
Yeah,
Yes.
the wannabe, yeah.
It was him. And I was thinking about him, dude.
I'm sorry.
Do you ever think he just like... Because you know he's just constantly posting just the most depressing shit, civil rights stuff on social media. Okay, that's his thing. I get it. But do you ever think he's just there with his phone one day, and he's just scrolling through, and he's just like laughing at like otter videos, and he's just got this sweat on his brow because all he wants to do is share it to his Instagram stories, but he's like, nah, the struggle. You know what I mean?
Nah, he's probably got a Finsta.
You never think like there's like one like Sean.
He's got a burner account where he
got
just
to.
posts like
He's
fucking,
got to.
like cute animal videos.
What
got
if it's
to.
just like Sunday Sean King, and like Sundays he takes the day off just to be a silly goose,
It's the Lord's Day.
and it's just like, you know,
Kitten videos only.
Day
Exactly.
of rest. Ducks and shit.
or even stuff like sick skateboard tricks and shit like that.
Right.
Just like something.
Or
Yeah.
cute kittens doing kickflips.
Like, does he ever fucking smile? I don't think he does, dude.
Anything but this murder and shit he constantly is
On a
propounding.
positive note, though, normally you come through with some gifts,
Ooh.
but today I come bearing gifts.
Whoa.
Ooh.
My great aunt and great uncle used to summer down in Vero Beach, Florida, right by the Dodger spring training camp. And one year they got me that ball. Some of the signatures on it: Duke Snyder, Reggie Smith, a little guy named Tommy Lasorda. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, the Slim Fast guy.
Carl Erskine, a couple
The
of
Fanatic's worst nightmare.
a couple others I can't fucking decipher.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
only thing that sucks is it's a little league ball.
Whatever.
Whatever,
It's still
man.
a ball.
But that's not
Yeah, ball's a ball.
That's not all I came with, dude. I came with other gifts too. I also got you a DVD copy of The Roast of Pamela Anderson on Comedy Central.
Fuck yeah. Did you find that at Exxon?
No, I found that in my DVD case. And I also got you this. It's Decision Points by George W. Bush. I don't know if you've read it yet or not, but I figured you might want to.
Dude, this
Listen, I still keep books in my bathroom. I'm not a scroll while you poop guy. I still have hard copy books.
Well,
So
you can read that when you're fucking being a sudsy dudsy in the tub.
right, I will
Sudley
in the
Dudley.
Tubsy Wubsy.
Sudley Dudley.
take a nice little bubble bath. This guy.
I should do that with
G-dubs.
On Perks. And then I'll
You
finally
still
fucking
haven't
get
got through that
it.
book yet.
I don't sit down with books anymore. I'm fucking too busy making clips for this fucking show.
Why?
Because
No one listens.
Is this gonna tip?
Probably.
I
don't know.
Sorry.
Maybe.
If he did, it's probably only 15%.
Waka waka.
I see
Yeah,
her
hit that button.
Exactly.
in your face, Dondelinger. But did you already have that book, though?
Probably autographed.
That is from Dennis McGonigal Sr.'s private collection.
Oh, is he gonna be mad when he finds it missing?
He left us years ago.
It's probably one of his duplicates anyway.
So, yeah.
Right.
I don't think he's going to come back to Newcastle County just to collect it. If he
never
does,
know.
I'll just say I sold it for Bushead.
Hey guys, I'm looking for my decision points by George W.
I
Bush.
sold that
book.
shit for some Bushead, some Sherm. You know, as you do. So, I do have...
Was it that good Sherm?
It's that John Blaze Sherm.
Made you hold on to a wall for 6 hours?
Dude. Makes your depth perception go away forever. I have some shit in the dream journal.
Nice.
I don't... This is from this morning. I just wrote... I don't know. I took... Go have to take a shit, obviously, in the middle of the night. Just took a shit that sounded like a drum roll on a paint bucket.
I've done those.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel we all have.
Sure.
And this is from Friday. Where the hell is it? Where did it go?
Oh, good.
Oh, there it is. COUS CABOOSE.
It's a Greek woman with a fat ass.
No, silly dum-dum. It is, like, you ever see the movie Snowpiercer?
Not in a long time.
Well, it couldn't be a long time. This thing's only been out for like 5 years.
That's not true.
But, well, fuck that. It's just the back end of a train
Yeah.
where you go and get some couscous.
Oh.
So you can enjoy it on your train ride.
It's the ethnic food version of the rice-a-roni train.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Or not train, it's the
rice-a-roni trolley.
the trolley, sorry.
Same concept. They both go on rails and have those silly metal wheels.
Yo, in the studio, should we put a Lionel train set around the perimeter?
I think
up there?
Fred Rogers might sue us
Who?
if he wasn't dead.
How's he going to do that?
That's true.
His estate, maybe?
Who the fuck is Fred Rogers? Don't squint at me. Who is it?
Hit it.
Oh,
Where's
the orange.
It's orange button.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Hey.
How do you not know who Fred Rogers is?
Because I don't.
You never heard of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Oh, I didn't know his first name.
What do you think it was, Mister?
Mister.
What a fucking dirt bike. You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. How do you not know about Fred fucking Rogers? But yeah, he had his whole set, had a train that went all around his set and also stopped in the land of make-believe.
Yeah.
Which seems like a pretty sick place to post up. IMHL. TBQH.
I have to concur with that.
Yeah. How do you feel about the...
Sick puppets, too.
Yeah, these puppets are pretty sick. They all have the same voice, so that was kind of weird.
I wonder why that was.
They might have been related. I don't know.
Budget cuts.
Was Mr. Rogers...
It was on PBS, so, you know.
Mr. Rogers was not a puppet. He was an actual man.
Was Mr. Rogers congruent with
Why is that one puppet made of leather?
Lamb Chop?
I think preceded Lamb Chop maybe about 5 to 10 years.
But they aired like back to back, didn't they?
Reruns, maybe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't know why I felt like my worlds like put them together. I thought
Like, I didn't realize when I was younger watching Mr. Rogers, the show had actually been over for like years.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know
Like,
that.
because like they just kept showing it, and the lessons are still good for little kids, so your parents still plopped you in front of it.
Sure.
You know? Like, I could have sworn that there was only 2 seasons of Sesame Street and they just looped them over and over again, but apparently that shit's still going.
I was gonna say there's so many episodes. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So, yeah, you can see any episode of that you want, except for that one where they have full muff on it. Yeah. It's crazy shit. Some chick just comes out of the stoop, just has full muff showing.
I never
wild-
even heard about
wild
that.
as
Is that
fuck.
true?
No, it's not true. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sesame Street After Dark.
Sesame Street After Dark. Oh, shit, that'd be fucking great.
You gotta subscribe to their premium profile to see that episode.
Get some fucking metal shears so you can put a glory hole in the trash can for Oscar. You just see his fucking big green bird just hanging out the front. Did that motherfucker have legs?
Yeah.
I feel,
He had to stand up.
Like, I couldn't
Or was he
figure-
like a disabled war veteran that like lived in a trash can?
like born on the 4th of July and shit?
Entirely possible.
See, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking, like,
We need an Oscar origin story episode.
I figured it was like a centaur. But instead of having the lower half of his body be a horse, it was just,
It was what?
it was a metal trash can. With refuse.
How would he be born?
How are all puppets born?
I don't know.
Spores.
Sport. So that's what The Last of Us.
Exactly. The Last of Us.
It's like, look, guys, I know you keep shooting them in the face and stuff, but look, if you just let them go for 5 more years, they gradually evolve into sweet,
Into the most adorable.
education-giving puppets. Like, sure, they're trying to kill you now, but 5 years from now, you're gonna know your letters, you're gonna fucking know your multiplication tables, what stranger danger is. Oh, dude, I would love to see the bridge between being an infected on The Last of Us and being a Sesame Street puppet. Well, first it's like, and then it's like, if your uncle touches you below the belt, tell someone. And then all of a sudden, what the fuck? Then it just starts clapping out a song. It's fucking sick, dude.
I don't know. Those 5 years in between though are rough.
Oh, absolutely.
When they go from clicker to like the giant one,
Yeah.
that's some scary ass shit.
But then even worse, because like then they gotta they've lost the trust of the people.
Yeah.
But then they got to somehow convince the people to sit down and listen to their lessons.
Like, I'm not listening to you, mushroom face. Get away from me.
It's like, but I'm telling you how to diagram a sentence. You're like, we don't give a fuck about the predicate. We're trying to find clean water to drink.
Down with the predicate. I want gasoline.
Yo, Pedro Pascal got a big ass head.
Yeah, he does.
And I don't think enough people are talking about that thing. That's one big punim.
I'm sick of
That's all I
that.
got to say about that.
He's ruggedly handsome.
He's
Yeah.
fucking good looking, but his head is big.
I'm getting real tired of that clip going around of him taking a bite of the sandwich and crunching.
Yeah, I don't like...
It bugs me.
It's like, I can give you like 35 clips of me eating sandwiches and no one cares.
What
does he got that I got?
That's just the monthly
That I
meme
don't-
template. It'll be something else in like a
Yeah,
week or
of
two.
course. Everything goes.
What'll
in
happen
cycles.
is they'll turn it into some kind of Let's Go Brandon thing, and then everybody else will ditch it.
Yo,
Yeah.
speaking of which, did you see Kid Rock fucking shooting the case of Bud Light with a machine gun today online?
That sounds pretty cool.
That sounds fucking sick, dude.
So apparently Bud or Anheuser-Busch, the whole company
Yeah.
partnered with I forget the trans activist's name,
Oh, good.
but they partnered with her and
Tran Wilder.
there you go, close enough.
All right.
And they're doing like limited edition cans with like the LGBTQ flag.
Right.
And white America lost their fucking minds
Oh, man.
online today, and including their Lord and Savior Kid Rock,
The patron saint.
who posted a reel of him losing his
patriarch.
goddamn mind and talking a bunch of shit, and then it like pans over to a 30-pack of Bud Light, and he whips out a fucking AR and just lights it up on his reels.
I can't wait till like all these fucking mad people realize that's still the only beer they can afford. And they're like, ah, fuck, I guess I'm still drinking it,
But like Anheuser-Busch is like an umbrella over so many brands of like trashy beer.
Exactly.
Like, that and the Trump indictment in the same day, man. It's been a rough fucking Tuesday.
It's been a hell of a ride.
It's been a real fucking rain cloud over this week, dude. But it's like, yeah, it's like, so what are you guys gonna do? Move up to like IPAs and shit? I don't fucking
Doubt it.
think so.
Hell no.
How great would that be? See a bunch of fucking just yokels turn beer snobs. It's like, I'm gonna go down to Chucky Chicken Fingers to get me a flight. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, you best believe it. You can get 6 different kinds of beer in that shit.
Good. Hopefully they die of alcoholism sooner.
Me too.
Maybe their suicide rates will go up and be a fraction of what gay and trans teens are dealing with when they're fucking abandoned by their shitty families.
Or
Sorry,
maybe,
this just got dark.
or maybe the gay and trans people learn to like Anheuser-Busch, because most of them, let's be honest, they're into the more expensive shit.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. But then what if Anheuser-Busch somehow figures out a way to bring the yokels and the trans community together? All for the love of Michelob Ultra. That would be sick, dude.
God.
Michelob fucking.
And how great would that be? Like, the fucking president of Anheuser-Busch just comes out. It's like, yo, homophobia, transphobia, solve that shit. Mic
Yeah,
drop.
They
and
saw
walks
the
away.
long game.
Yeah, just like so what else you got on your hand? Greta Thunberg? Send her a case. It's like, I'll solve that, Warman.
by plane, by the way.
You know what? What build up the ice caps? Some nice Bud Ice. That was a stupid joke. I fucking
Ice
don't
caps.
feel good about it. The
Bud Ice.
The Bud Ice caps are melting. Fuck no, they ain't. Oh fuck.
Do they sell Bud Ice anymore besides like single pounders? Like I don't
it's funny
see
as shit. I was gonna say yes, but then you said just single pounders.
I'll see like the lone pounder Bud Ice in the same rack as like the Four Locos.
We just did a Patreon episode, and I went and got 2 tall boys beforehand, and I was like, "There's Bud Ice was definitely one of the options." And I was just like, "You're like, yeah, do they still sell Bud Ice?" I was like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Except the pounders like finger hand down." Should have waited to that sentence to finish.
Yes, we do, but
I was actually feeling white trash as fuck too, because
You drank one?
The only thing they had in fucking pounders was like IPAs, and I fucking hate IPAs because they taste like soil. And the only options I had left that were not, there's like 5 different kinds of non-alcoholics now.
Right.
It's like, Jesus
there's
Christ.
gonna be more too.
So all was left was Bud Ice, that weird Modelo with like the orange flavor to it.
Ugh.
It's no.
No thanks.
And then Stella's. So I ended up getting Stella's.
Not bad.
Yeah. I had the shits afterwards.
In a pinch.
Yeah. Then a tornado struck down, so what does that tell you? R.I.P. to that one dude down in
fucking
Sussex
ripped open
County.
a wormhole. That's what you did.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that day was treacherous. That was weird.
I was also educated on the fact that Sunny Delight now is an alcoholic drink now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know how I feel about that. Especially when I knew that it has all the vitamins and minerals I need for a growing body. And now I know it could also get rid of that other thing, manic depression and
Yeah, you can
dreaded
Inhibitions.
dreaded sense of self. Inhibitions. Yeah.
justify our alcoholism
Yeah, exactly.
even further.
If I give it to my significant other enough, I can get rid of an unwanted pregnancy.
Yeah, shit.
It's like, was she drinking? Nah, yeah, just Sunny D, dude. So I figured her calcium was way the fuck up.
This shit's a
Dude.
cure-all.
Weirdest thing.
I would rub it on her gums when she was sleeping. I think that's all I'm gonna start. Only way I'm gonna keep drinking now is just not like just chugging, just putting a little bit on my finger and just rubbing it on my gums.
You'll have to
Did
do
your
it
parents
so
do that to you
much.
when you were teething?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not like
No. Our generations, yeah, they all did that. But
Are we the- are-
Tom's generation did too?
Probably, but I can't comment.
I was gonna say,
too young.
were we the last generation? Well, my parents just admitted it to me. Like when I was older, they were like, "Yeah, we used to rub whiskey on your gums when you were teething."
Yeah, my parents knew it too. I was probably 10 or 11.
My mom would never admit
They didn't
that.
like habitually do it, but I think like once or twice. My
When it
dad
got
was like,
rough.
"Oh yeah,"
'Cause the
one
funny-
like there was like one night where it was real bad, and we just had to do it just to like calm you down.
This might get a little dark territory, but I don't care because it's still kind of funny. I found a bottle.
They're gonna say they like rubbed coke on
found,
your gums.
No,
or
I
something.
found a bottle in my dad's pillowcase. One night, I was still young enough that I was sleeping with my parents, like because I was scared or something like that. And there was a bottle in his pillowcase. I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, we just rub that on your gums when you have a toothache." I was like, "Okay."
Keeps that thing on him.
And then like later on in life, I was just like, "Wait a second."
How many toothaches did you get? Jesus.
Well, apparently enough to keep a bottle on the ready.
Exactly.
Every fucking
Staying
night.
strapped.
That's
Oh,
a
dude.
horrible excuse.
You know I keep that thing on me. This is from Kentucky, son. You're never going to feel your teeth again. Actually, you might extract your own. Fucking Christ, that was fucking great. Oh, God. What you got in your diary, bud?
A lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about with Alex, but he's a little sicky boy.
I heard.
Yeah.
Who still gets COVID, dude?
No, it's not COVID. He just got really sick. He took
Oh
a test
my
and it was
God.
negative.
Sure, you didn't say you just getting really sick.
Yeah, he was shredding
does look
solos
pretty
on the
sick.
internet all night, and he just got way too sick.
I saw a photo of him with a white Flying V guitar. It's pretty fucking sick.
And I'm pretty sure it's not the only
Par for the course, right
Flying
there.
V he has either. He probably
Oh,
has
he
a
owns
V.
several.
I'm a sucker for a pointy guitar.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
he's got lots of guitars that can like poke you.
him and the Outlaw have like the most pointy guitars I've ever seen.
The Outlaw has a bunch of the same one though.
That's true.
That should be a Patreon episode. Is the two of them in a fucking shred off?
Alex would fucking decimate him. Because Alex can do them finger tappy solos. Rich can just riff.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rich is
Now-
the riff guy.
All right.
If we can get Hoops low and Alex to shred off. Boy.
That would be. I'd pay
Now-
for that. I'd pay extra for that content.
Talking heavy guitars part 2.
What I'm gonna do is start building 2 ramps. Right now I'm gonna have them face like this way. So as the riffs are going on, BMX riders are just gonna be constantly going over. And as they go, one goes over this ramp, one goes to that ramp. As they meet in the middle, they're gonna high five.
What the fuck was
And
that?
you know
called?
what? And since we're allies of the LGBT community, we're going to have it sponsored by Anheuser-Busch.
Exactly.
Let's go.
That's right.
The money.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna have them kiss instead of high five.
Well, it's still in the planning
Yeah,
phase.
we're still at the
Still in
drawing
the
board
planning
here. We're
phase,
good.
dude.
We're good.
And that's a fucking fantastic idea.
Money just prints itself.
And honestly, I think we should have like a bonus round where we see who can shred better while they're kissing each other.
Ooh. The ultimate distraction.
I don't even play guitar, and I'm up for the challenge.
What was that called?
It's like, Mike, you lost. Whoop. Oh, well.
Did I really?
But did I in the long run?
Well, in the long run, love wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is true.
Did any of us truly lose when the game is love? Fucking Christ.
They had the Tony Hawk Boom Boom Hug Jam. I think they did something like that with the skateboard ramp in the middle and the motocross ramps on either side. I went and saw that live at the
Sounds like something MTV would have put some money behind in 2003.
MTV and
MTV
sponsored
didn't
by,
touch it.
Sponsored by Core Ranch Doritos.
And then there was like a Metal Militia counterpart later. Anyway, not important.
Well, Podcast is ruined. Thanks, Tom.
You're so welcome.
Well, go ahead.
No, I have a kind of a poll
Okay.
for you guys.
I got a poll too.
Did you hear about the
we,
one?
we know. We know.
Did you hear about the one pole? He built a screen door on a submarine. Racially insensitive humor.
Hey.
Yep. Give me an
Anything
Oscar.
to take the heat off my people, right?
That's right.
So, neither of you guys work from home. I know Alex does, so he wouldn't have been a good sample size for this.
Yeah.
Do you and your coworkers respect your restroom, your company restroom?
Yeah, actually.
Like, is there like an unwritten etiquette that you all follow?
We don't have a set place of work. We go job to job to
Well,
job. To job.
let's say on your job site, do you guys both respect the restroom equally?
We have to because it's the client's restaurant.
Right. All right. So yeah, you don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Sure.
You don't have any just like savages that work with you that just.
Other places when I worked retail and shit, that's one of the. Well, no, because when I worked at Texaco, I was like 19, 20. This one kid that actually used to work with us, he had this habit where he has this shit completely naked. So he had to strip down to everything before he would shit at work. And what we would do, since the door was so far away from the toilet, we would just take pieces of loose leaf paper, light them on fire, and slide them under the door, but only right under the door. So he had no choice but to get up. And then he would have to go stomp it out with his bare foot because he had taken his shoes and socks off.
Oof.
What a curse that is.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, always respect the toilet.
And I'm asking this because, like, I was spoiled for years. Because as you know, I'm a middle school teacher, so I'm in a wing with all female, mostly female staff still.
So you got the bathroom to yourself.
For years, I was spoiled because I was the only guy in my wing.
That was your bathroom.
The men's.
Were you hanging like tapestries and artwork on the wall?
I should have, like, in hindsight.
Install a bidet.
In hindsight, I should have, but for years, like, I was the only male staff member that had
monogram towels and shit. Yeah.
A fucking shoe rack to kick your shoes off at. Get
his own squatty.
See me walking down there in a robe.
His fucking books on the back of the toilet and shit.
As long as no one loses my place. Yeah.
So.
Anybody needs me, I'll be in my office. Yeah.
That shit was my office for so many years.
So fucking lucky.
So many peaceful, like, prep and lunch period dumps were taken in that faculty bathroom.
If you can't find me, I'll be grading papers.
For real. So over the years, like, more people would, like, move around the building. People would get transferred. People would leave. People would come in. So for a while, it was me and two other guys that had to share that bathroom in recent years. And we always had, like, this unspoken etiquette where it's like, just take care of the bathroom. Like, I've gone in there, like, knowingly after someone just blew it up, but at least they had the decency to, like, make sure it was clean, make sure. Yeah. Like, we had
there's some shit you can't control smell, so you just overlook it. But
like, we brought in, like, deodorizers, we brought in air fresheners, we brought in, like, packs of matches if it got real bad.
Yeah.
Recently, I mean, like, within, like, this year in September, our tech guy retired, who was, like, this super nice guy, and we got this new tech guy who's a fucking piece of shit. And he's like an asshole to the kids, he's an asshole to the staff, like, he doesn't want to do anything, he's one of those, like, it's not my responsibility type people.
Classic tech guy.
Like, that's the thing, that's another thing we were spoiled with. We had,
IT, rather.
We had this, like, hey, Alex would have been pissed, because we're talking shit on IT people, but
fuck him. Hey, man,
fuck
Garrett.
him. That's what he gets for not coming.
Exactly.
So we had, like, the sweetest guy as, like, our IT guy for years.
Did you log a ticket? Blow me.
Yeah, fucking for real. But like, this old guy, he was like, it was like Ned Flanders as your IT guy. He was just like this super friendly, like, older guy, had, like, the mustache, had, like, the sweater and, like, khakis with, like, running shoes.
Yeah.
But he was a cool dude, but he retired.
Collared shirt poking out of the sweater.
Yeah.
Howdy ho, neighborino.
Literally Ned Flanders.
Fuck.
But he was a nice guy, super nice guy, super easy to get along with, and he was like a whiz with, like, anything you needed, like, done tech-wise in your classroom or with your personal device. He always came over and, like, made sure you were good.
And he had good bathroom etiquette.
You did.
So
but no, his office
wasn't every box.
His office wasn't in our wing, so we didn't have to worry about him fucking up our bathroom.
Okay.
This new piece of shit.
The new guy.
He looks like the comic book guy from The Simpsons. So we traded Ned Flanders.
Like me?
Oh man.
No, like, not even close. You look like a fucking Olympic swimmer compared to this fucking guy.
I do like 100 tacos for $100.
This monolith, I don't know how he fucking walks. I don't know how he fucking walks. This guy is like, he's morbidly obese.
Speaking of evolved infected,
According to my
he's one of them.
physician, so am I.
Nah, man, you're not even close, man. You'd feel like $1 million if you hung out with this guy. He's like always sweating.
Sick. Tell him to bang my line. Speaking of, I'm actually sweating out. Wasn't there a fan in here?
I'm comfortable. I'm in long sleeves and I'm feeling okay.
Well, I'm also 400 pounds, so. Anyway.
So where does this guy's fucking office get moved to?
Of your wing.
My wing. And
I see this coming.
Dude,
why'd you show up fucking day one cracking knuckles like, our wing, our rules?
So I've never caught the guy like in the act. Like I've never caught him like walking out of the bathroom like after he just fucking decimated it. Mm-hmm. But as the months went on, like me and the two other guys in my wing were like, yo, what the fuck? Like who keeps clogging the toilet? Who keeps leaving fucking skid marks on the fucking lid? Who keeps
on the lid?
Oh yeah. It like I'm like when I'm telling you this guy, I don't know how he fits on the fucking lid. So half of his ass is probably hanging over the edge of the lid and fucking like staining the fucking lid that I have to sit on when I need to use it. And it's always a mess in there. Like it's just a fucking nightmare scenario. Like it's a gas station bathroom in my fucking school.
No good.
So I have to like venture out now. We all do. We got to like find other faculty rooms to use because we've lost our fucking fortress of solitude.
How are you gonna let somebody push you out of your territory like that?
Well, all right. So conclusion, my vice principal is in like one of the back wings and catches me like unlocking the faculty room in the back to like sneak in a fucking shit back there. Yeah. And he sees me in the hallway. He's like, I know what you're doing. And I'm like, dude, I don't have a choice. Like,
Classic vice principal.
Yeah, like I gotta go on the road now because my
on the road.
They gotta treat you like an away game.
Yeah,
now,
like I don't have home field advantage anymore. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, the bathroom that's like 2 doors down from my room, like someone keeps murdering the fucking toilet in there. So like I can't. And he's like, dude. He's like, I can't go in there anymore either. Like I used to love using that bathroom because I knew you were the only other guy for years that used it. And I'm like, dude, well, something's got to give because like it's not what it used to be. And he's like, dude, he's like, I think it's new guy. And I'm like, well, you're the vice principal. Like, why don't you have a little chat with the guy? And he's like, I think I'm gonna have to because there's been like multiple times where I've had to go in there and like call maintenance because like it's that bad.
I want to update on this next time you come on.
It was Christ. As of like last week was when I had that run in with him, and he was like, yeah, we got to have like a powwow with this guy because he needs to learn how to like treat a bathroom like a shared bathroom.
I know this is kind of a bitch move, but have you tried that whole passive aggressive thing of like just putting up like the printouts? He's like, clean up after you leave, or we aim to please, you aim to please. Waka waka, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want it to have to come to that, and I definitely didn't want to snitch on the guy, but like my principal kind of knew what it was before I even told him what it was, and he's just like, yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk with that guy because like he's like, I can look on the surveillance cameras and know it's him that's like going in there multiple times a day and fucking killing it.
Is there a plunger at the ready?
If you call down to the custodians for one, yeah. I don't want to have to be that guy because I don't want them to think it was me.
But here's the thing: is like, as a fat guy, I know there's a lot of messes we leave that other people don't leave. I don't fucking leave Hershey's Kisses on the rim, but clean it up when you're done.
Listen,
if you clog the shitter and there's a plunger next door, or next to you, go to town.
Well, I have a plunger in my classroom because like when kids wash like acrylic paint and like clay and shit down like my lab
but
sink,
you don't want to fucking cross-contaminate that.
Exactly, but like that's the thing. Like in like a crazy like do or die scenario where I have to do it. Like I would at least have like a Hail Mary I could throw with like my classroom plunger and just go buy a new one,
or just go get a fucking dollar store plunger and just put it next to it.
Yeah,
and see if he takes you up on it next time you fucking dams the river.
I don't know, man. I had a good thing for like a decade plus, and it's ruined because this one guy came in and just fucking like took over.
All good things come to an end, man.
I guess so.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Armand Preet.
Seriously,
I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's a name.
Sure is.
It's the IT guy name. Exactly.
Got him. Yeah, it's like once you hit a certain age, there's like when it was lawless before you hit 18. Once you're 18, he's like, all right, I'm old enough now that I want
listen,
shit in comfort.
We've all had to shit at the Kill Time or at Ted's Pizza before.
Always went to Ted's. I would never shit at the Kill Time or Stalag.
Well, the shitter at the Kill Time had the French doors. It didn't even have a stall door.
Yeah.
It was literal French doors that like you would see like between like a hallway and a kitchen.
How about shitting at the Polish Club with no door?
See, I was always like, I was a little older when I started going to shows at the Polish Club, so I like didn't tolerate that. Like I would find somewhere else to go if I needed to.
I got into this awful habit, but that's back in my actually like late teens, where I would, if I knew I was gonna be eating like shit the day of or anything like that, I would actually take Imodium before, like a couple hours before the show.
What's that do?
It blocks you up.
Yeah,
So you'd never have the shit.
gives you a stay of execution.
And during the entire time Iron Price was a band, I always had Imodium and Pepsid on hand, just so I wouldn't have this shit at venues. The thing that sucks about that is you get home and that next day you're still not shitting. Then the next day when you finally do shit, it's just
a cinder block.
It is, dude. It's a porcelain cracker. So maybe that's what your fucking dude at school's doing. He's just like a tour dog.
No, he goes multiple times a day because I see him waddling up and down the hallway.
Well, maybe the weekend he was clenching.
And I know he's not going to anybody's room to help them because he fucking refuses to be like, you know, a helpful fucking tech guy.
I'm saying he could be a weekend crusty, just being the punk as fuck. And then he's like, well, I got to eat Imodium so I don't have to shit in the venue or squat. Then he comes in Monday morning. He's like, well, just
drops a
no
fucking
more
bomb.
options.
I don't know. That's very presumptive.
So
of
here's
you.
a mammoth leg.
I don't know. I feel like at our age, there should be this unspoken etiquette at your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's things that everybody should
Like
do.
we all live in a society. We're not fucking zoo animals that just fucking shit wherever we want and just leave it for somebody else to deal with.
I
just feel like it's, you know, it's post pandemic. Like we're all trying to like look out for each other still. Like I don't get how people can still fucking do that.
Well,
and
to add to that,
coexist in the workplace.
I've left some pretty bowls that look like a pot of chili, you know, like any other man my size and stuff like that. But all you have to do is flush. Maybe you have the fucking streaks out of the bowl. You wipe down the seat with toilet paper or a butt wipe if you have them. Like, just clean up after yourself.
We would all prefer to have home field advantage every time we have to shit, but that's just not a reality.
It's just not feasible.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you put in a 6 to 8 or longer hour workday, like it's inevitable. Like I just feel like,
and if you're running in there clenched, like because you had to get through that last period
emergency
before
time.
you could go deuce.
Oh yeah.
And then you got to stop and for 5 minutes clean up after the dude next to you before you can sit and squat. You know, fuck that, dude.
See, yeah, that's what it's come to. Like, I keep a canister of like Lysol wipes that I just have to bring in there because you never know what you're walking into anymore.
You shouldn't have to fucking do that.
Nah, man.
I would even, are you cool with the janitors at that place?
Yo, yeah. Our
You're like,
janitors
look,
are great.
Just like, yo, dudes.
But I don't, that's why I don't want to like put them through that.
But no,
like,
I'm not
this
saying
unnecessary like.
Hey, come constantly clean my bathroom. I'm like, but do you have an extra plunger? Do you have an extra like spray bottle or something?
Just something we
like
can
that?
just keep in there.
And I'm not even saying you'd really have to use it. If you just, maybe if he had the option, I'm playing devil's advocate. Maybe if he had the option next to like the back tank, there was a plunger there. He's like, oh, there's a plunger right there. I can just do it.
Yeah,
myself.
but he's leaving shit streaks on the seat and he's not even taking the opportunity to like
that's
the bare minimum and wipe it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry to get graphic about it, but it's fucking it's intolerable at this point.
It's not excusable.
It's like if you have to go after every fucking school day in there with a power washer. Yeah, it's like fucking hey, dude. And like, yeah, I'm a big man. I probably have some of the same problems this dude has, but you just gotta know that you gotta clean up after yourself.
Yeah, somebody's cleaning them up at the end of the day too. No.
Also, I've never been able to get away with that shit anyway. I've always lived with women.
The custodians or what have you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's on their route. Like at the end of the day, is like they got to make those bathrooms pristine for the next day.
Yeah,
and you know, I'm sure they have to deal with enough bullshit in the student bathrooms.
I think that you and some of the teachers in your wing, the vice principal, the facilities people, your custodians, should all have a meeting, and you should probably plot his annihilation.
Gladly.
Or you can just use, here's even more passive aggressive horse shit you can have. You guys have like parent teacher conferences, right? You have one of the school teachers like, It's like, hey, whoever's doing this to this bathroom, could you please stop it off? Don't name names. Just have like the vice principal slide in and is like, hey guys, we all share these bathrooms. We're all in it together. Go team. But please clean up after yourself when you're done.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that. And then you put up the
But
sign.
then they'll realize it's the bathroom like 2 doors down from my room, and everyone will think it's me doing it.
I don't know.
You or one of the other guys that's...
I don't think so. You've been there how long? You said 10 years?
And it's never been an issue.
You have a track record.
True.
And it's never been an issue until recently.
True.
So they'll say, well, no one's ever said this to us before, but ever since Dave started, I was like, oh shit.
Fucking Dave.
Classic Dave.
Classic creepy Dave.
Come on, Dave. Give me a break.
The one time you want it to work. Uh-huh. There he is.
There he is.
Fucking Dave, dude. Well...
Dave be farting.
Do we have news today?
Yes.
Lay it on me, dude. Lay it on me like one of Dave's fucking long cables of protein.
Let me see. We were just talking about Trump. I'll bring him up first.
T-Bird.
So, Trump
is awesome.
But obviously,
Quote me on that shit.
before being carted off, he asked for what our plan of attack was for the Mexican cartels if he's reelected. As he
was asked, or he asked?
He asked, "What is the plan to?"
Asked who?
The powers that be. I don't know. he's going. So, guys, what's our plan with the cartels? The people beheading people and skinning them in the street.
Dude, I'm just walking to the train station. Like, leave me alone.
It's a voter,
sir. This is a Wendy's.
Exactly.
As he campaigns for a second White House term, Trump has been asking policy advisors for a range of military options aimed at taking on Mexican drug cartels, including strikes that are not sanctioned by Mexico's government, according to 2 sources familiar with the situation. He literally wants to go to war with the cartels in Mexico. Is basically what he's saying. Attacking Mexico...
Well, that's where Antifa's getting their money from, right?
According to some of his cabinet members, maybe. Or certain...
and sending drag queens to libraries.
Certain drag queens.
He's taking time out of his busy schedule, taking pictures of holding a baseball bat up to a picture of the Attorney General's head, like before he goes to turn himself in.
Attacking Mexico, or whatever you'd like to call it, is something that President Trump said he wants battle plans drawn for, says one of the sources. He's complained about missed opportunities on his first term, and there are a lot of people around him who want fewer missed opportunities in a second Trump presidency. Trump lieutenants have briefed him on several options that include unilateral military strikes and troop deployments on a sovereign U.S. partner and neighbor, the sources say. One such proposal that Trump has been briefed on this year is an October white paper from the Center for Renewing America, an increasingly influential think tank, largely staffed by Trumpist wonks, MAGA loyalists, and veterans of his administration.
Well, let's send them over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Send Roger Stone to go fucking hang out with the Sinaloa cartels, or the Sinaloa cartel.
You know what?
It's like, what's up, Roger Stone? I'm here to solve the drug crisis.
You know what? I've always wondered, like, those people who made his way up in his cabinet, or like his loudest supporters,
as they called him in that, his lieutenants,
even,
like, any of them ever fucking served in anything.
I would have one question for them.
Besides Boston Market,
I would have one question for them. I'd be like, your kid's about 17 and a half.
Right?
You're enlisting, right?
Yeah.
No? Didn't think so. Didn't fucking think so.
Well, guess what? More fentanyl is on its way.
Exactly, boys.
And not only that, it's going to boost the price of eggs.
Fucking eggs.
It's unclear if Trump would be willing to go as far as the CRA paper advocates, but he has been especially keen on sending special forces to Mexico and has been talking up the idea for months. The fixation with military action on Mexican soil is not so limited to Trump, however. The CRA paper is credited to Ken Cuccinelli, a former Trump official who now backs Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to be the next president of the United States. Cuccinelli, go figure.
Cooch.
There's a lot of vowels in there.
How great would that be, though?
In the Senate,
it's like, they're not taking it seriously. Send in the cooch.
You know that guy has his own theme music.
Just a dude chomping on his like a stub cigar. Just like, I'll solve this fucking problem.
Like General Mad Dog.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Just storms into fucking Mexico. Starts breaking heads.
In the Senate, Lindsey Graham and John Kennedy, Republican, let's see.
That name sounds made up.
Louisiana, announced their own legislation which would give the military the authority to go after these organizations wherever they exist, prompting Mexico's President AMLO to brand the legislation as irresponsible and an offense to the Mexican people. In a brief phone interview on Wednesday, Graham tells the Rolling Stone that he would like to work with Mexico and that having the U.S. State Department designate the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations would be his preferred method. He is putting AUMF on the table as a potential attack, violent...
AUMF? AU motherfucker.
or on the table as potential. Violent fallback.
This has nothing to do with the subject at hand, except for the mention
Fuck
of... I forget what comedian it was, and I forget what podcast I was watching, but they referred to Lindsey Graham as the world's oldest twink. And I just thought that was fucking hysterical.
He is, though.
Yeah, he was... there was like a high-end gay prostitute that said he was on his payroll.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And Lindsey Graham wasn't the only one on the payroll.
Yeah, him and a few other politicians, like well-known politicians, were on his on his call list.
But here's the thing: I don't see him getting a second term.
I don't see him getting a nomination.
I don't see the Republican Party being like, "Yeah, well, this."
I mean, he's facing literal felony charges with more to come.
Yeah,
I mean, once you're indicted, do you think anybody's going to vote for him? You got
he'll always have his.
You got his hardcore people that'll never fall off. But I think the moderate, the silent majority, if you will, right,
but there will still be an amount of people that will vote for him regardless, and it's a number that's going to be way more than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Like he could seriously pull out like a 40% for his nomination for people.
It depends on who he's up against. If for some
DNC
fucking reason
runs that fucking corpse again, it's
exactly.
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
It could still go.
There's
go left.
no way. I don't think Joe's getting a fucking second term either. And it's not that I don't think he's going to run again. I don't think he's going to survive.
I don't think he could survive.
He's barely alive now.
He's not going to get a second term if he runs again.
No, if he runs, he's not going to win.
Think of the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, but make him less,
less likable.
No, not even less likable.
Less smart.
I'm saying
less funny.
No, less coherent.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, the Crypt Keeper is like way.
He can form a sentence.
He's in better physical shape.
Yeah.
Better head of hair.
Entertaining is all get out.
Hello, boils and ghouls.
Exactly.
That'd actually be sick now that I think about it. Send that motherfucker against the cartels.
Crypt Keeper 24.
Imagine him going across the border. Oh shit.
Dude,
like, hello, amigos.
Dude, foreign heads of state would never fuck with us again. They'd be like, they elected a dead guy. For real this time.
I don't think Donye's getting the Republican vote again.
I don't think so. They, like...
I think it's going to be DeSantis.
Yeah, which is...
going to be their next dude.
Yeah,
he's got to be their best hope at this point.
He's probably their only.
Which is a layup against Biden.
Because all the people...
Unfortunately.
Because all the people... All the, like, the Trump loyalists and the people that stuck by Trump, like, they're not going to get the nomination or anything like that. No one's going to go for any of those guys. They get Jim Jordan, fuck that. Or Matt Gaetz or someone. Like, that's not going to happen. Nah. So, DeSantis, I think, is the only dude... And honestly, I think he could dunk on Joe Biden like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Easily.
Because, like, he's...
All it would take is, like, two debates, you think?
He's not stupid.
He's not.
Like, that's the thing. He can form a sentence, and he can also, like, garner up a lot of heat. Like, he can cut a promo.
Yeah. he is alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing.
Like, he can talk spicy, and he can also, like... say educated remarks, which Biden
would just be
could
like,
do neither.
Yeah, or just trail off.
Like, he'll have Biden fucking stumbling over his words in a debate, and it's gonna look bad.
Yeah,
it'll be a massacre.
Off.
Yeah,
it'll be almost as bad as when Trump was actually still in the debate game. Because, you gotta admit, that motherfucker was dunking on people.
I'd put you in jail.
It's been said ad nauseum. It was like, your wife's ugly.
He wouldn't say anything.
Retarded. Yeah. Like, God damn.
He wouldn't say anything that had anything to do with, like, any, like, debatable topics. He would just...
He was just
like, look at this weak-kneed lollipop. You're like, oh, shit. Yeah, dude. It's just... It's just, yeah, it's another thing that's been beaten to death. But I think the DNC would be stupid to run Joe again.
Which is why that's exactly what
I
they'll
don't
do.
think he's going to live through this term, let alone go to another one. You got to start fucking. I mean, you got to start getting them young now. It starts at 35 for a reason. Get somebody in their mid 40s. Someone that hasn't been bought yet. Someone that hasn't been beaten by the world yet.
Even 50. I don't care.
Seriously.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
So there's no hope in hell of me seeing AOC's big caramel titties in the White House.
Not in your
And
lifetime.
her fresh butter Tims.
I mean, I could Photoshop that for you real quick if you need it that bad.
Yo, you might want to do that.
There was like that era.
You want to ruin bathroom at your school? You give me that Photoshop in about 3 minutes.
But there was that era in like the early 2000s of like celebrities like Britney Spears and like their heads clearly photoshopped on like
it's
porn.
Still happening.
Oh,
It's getting
it's
better.
still happening.
oh yeah, it's
Oh, dude, yeah.
well yeah. You got like those deep fake.
God bless technology.
Yeah, but like
everybody says
people were
technology's
putting
a bad thing.
people were putting in like the hands-on
Oh, yeah,
work
dude.
back then, like actually like cutting and pasting.
My favorite was always the ones that were really poorly done.
Oh, those were there.
Where like you would
the
see
head's
like
all
the,
big.
the neck would go here, but then
it would
would
be
go,
two different skin tones, like from the neck.
I even say like the neck would be wider up top than it was in bottom. Like you say like a neck ledge. Like why is there that sharp neck ledge? What the fuck is happening here?
The
I'll
two skin
suspend
tones is
disbelief to
great.
get this nut off.
It's true. Yeah, it's like someone you know is an A-cup cutie. We're like, yeah, let's look up her tits, and all of a sudden it's these giant double D fakes. It's like, dude, and she's pissing? What?
The best.
Say no more.
The best is when you're looking at results and there's a different set of tits on every photo of the same
I think
person.
it's great. He's like, yeah, I just want to see Alicia Silverstone like have like a nipple slip, and then all of a sudden you're just watching her just take a leak. You're like, huh? It's weird that she's oddly black below the belt, but
Hey,
I'll take what I can get.
learn something new every
I'm
day.
telling you, man.
Let's see.
What do you got, buddy?
What
What do you got?
next?
Go on now.
So, a Portland man laughed maniacally while chasing a pedestrian in a stolen $80,000 forklift.
Good for him.
He chased a man down
Yo,
the street.
DNC, I think I found your guy.
Yeah, there you go. Police arrested 30-year-old Joffrey Zielinski
Fuck
on
yeah.
suspicion of having stolen an $80,000 forklift from Portland State University garage and menacing pedestrians on downtown streets.
This just sounds like me when I play GTA.
Yes, I drove the forklift.
Yeah,
Like I don't go on any missions. I just want to get in the bus and just
it'd be
run people
silly.
over.
Yeah, and as far as crimes go, isn't menacing like the coolest name?
Yeah,
Yo,
it's scary.
yeah.
What were you asking
100%.
for? Menacing. Like, oh shit.
It's implying physical harm and danger.
It could be anything
Yeah.
from like taking a dump in public to like waving a knife in someone's face. It's great. Mm-hmm. It's all encompassing and amazing, quite frankly.
I loved driving the forklift in GTA because you could pick cars up.
You know what though? They do that in real life too.
That's
So
true.
why don't you go steal one and have yourself a fucking time?
Well, in GTA 5, you could even
Get yourself a headline.
you could hook cars on the back of the tow truck.
Yeah, if my man Zielinski there could do it. Why can't you?
Right?
A Portland man, he's accused of stealing from a Portland State University parking garage. I've read that already. Joffrey Zielinski, 30, was arrested and released from jail on Tuesday after police say he stole a construction forklift parked behind a lock fence on the upper floor of the PSU garage at the address that they gave. A witness at a Portland streetcar stop near Southwest 6th Avenue and Mill Street said she had at first assumed the forklift driver was part of a construction crew. Then she saw him drive the forklift at a pedestrian while laughing maniacally.
How great if he was just using it just like to knock like you ever give somebody a flat tire?
Yeah.
When you like would knock the back of their
Uh-huh.
shoe down. What if he was just doing that with a forklift?
With their shoes?
Yeah, just
I
knocking
think
the backs of their
the
shoes
blade's too big. It would fucking
It's
take
silly.
their foot off.
Yeah, he's taking their whole back bumper
I've
off.
honestly thought about stealing a forklift before, and I've already figured out what I'm going to do when I get my hands on a forklift. I'm going to have the forks all the way up, right? And I'm going to find like the closest open window and put the forks through it and see that if I hit the button that lowers the forks, if it actually picks up the forklift itself. Therefore, using it to climb.
To climb.
Yeah.
Brilliant. One time when we were on tour, we
did that?
No, close. We walked
The
down.
venue's bathroom was dirty, so we found this forklift.
we walked down Broadway in Nashville, and we
Right.
got to the riverbank, and there was a bunch of porta potties and a bunch of heavy construction equipment. And one of the things that I don't know what it was, but it was like a big tractor looking thing.
Yeah.
And the keys were in it. So we were like, who's gonna sit?
Yeah,
You see where
how do
this
you
is
pass
going?
up an opportunity?
We were like, who's gonna sit in the seat? One guy's like, I'll do it. He sits in the seat. Do you dare me to start it? We're like, of course we dare you to start it. He starts it, and he started to drive the thing and started to push the porta potties towards the fucking riverbank, and we were like, no, fucking stop, please.
There's a dude who lives one street over from me, and DART is Delaware's bus line,
right.
Delaware Area Rapid Transit. Anyway, they have there's certain spots along all the DART routes that have porta potties in it for the drivers to stop shit and piss and all that. Maybe about 10 years ago, this dude's name's Pedro. He was taking a shit in one of those, and local kids just fucking all got up and shouldered into this porta potty and knocked it down an embankment, paralyzed from the neck down. But so yeah, he lives like one street over. He had like a ramp put in and shit like that. He just started being able to walk again with a cane. So happy.
All right.
But still though, if those kids had a forklift, they would have that job done way quicker.
Or they could have picked the porta potty up.
Yeah, Pedro would have been fine.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, you rascals, now put me back down. They're like, all right.
Put me down.
While they're...
Portland police found the forklift driver at Southwest 4th Avenue and Harvey Milk Street, about 10 blocks north. He was driving the wrong way on a one-way street.
This man doesn't believe in rules.
Otherwise, he would have blended right in, right?
Yes. Put my fucking blinker on.
Yeah, it's like that dude's got a fucking forklift on the highway. It's like, yeah, but he signaled.
He's driving with traffic.
Yeah.
He obviously has places to be. Let's leave him alone.
He's going 55. I mean, like, relax, dude.
That's more than we can say about the fucking black Nissan Altima drivers.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's like, relax, narc.
He now faces felony charges of burglary, theft, and unauthorized use of vehicle, plus misdemeanor charges of menacing and criminal mischief. The best charge that
He's
there is.
mischievous.
Yeah, you could get those expunged.
I convict him of being a silly goose.
Guilty.
Your Honor.
Guilty of goose.
Come on. All right. You rascal.
Your Honor.
And yeah, the judge just goes and musses his hair, pinches his cheek, like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Tussles his hair, yeah.
And as he leaves, the judge pulls the slingshot out of his back pocket. It's like, nice try, Zelinsky.
You won't be needing this.
Your Honor.
Oh, come on,
Straighten
Judge.
up and fly right.
Come on, Judge.
Your Honor, I think the jury and the courtroom in front of us can all plainly see my client is just a little guy.
He's just a little guy going around, man. Oh, bailiff's like, oh shit, what up?
You guys want a follow-up story?
Please.
Better not have a dark ending.
No.
Oh.
This is gonna be... Another pigeon was found wearing a backpack smuggling drugs into a prison in British Columbia. A second pigeon wearing a tiny makeshift backpack, presumably meant for smuggling drugs, has been found at the correctional facility.
Did he show you the picture?
Yes.
You sent me the picture.
Okay.
Listen, I fucking right.
Yes. Look at that drip.
I always...
He looks fucking tight as fuck.
This is your bookmark for the George Bush.
Hell yeah.
Book now.
I always will applaud resiliency.
Oh, dude. Like, could you imagine? Like,
These guys hit a little bit of a speed bump, and did they waver?
No.
Fuck no.
They corrected course, damn
I just
it.
like the image of...
Listen, adapt or die.
Exactly.
Just like one guy getting out of jail for like smuggling, possession, whatever, and he's just...
I'll fucking do it again.
No, and he's just like walking down the street, and he's like, well, I'm out. I'll go sit at this nice park, just catch some sun, in my free air. Then he sees a pigeon laying in front of him, and he just goes,
That little flickering light bulb gets a little bit brighter.
And he's like, hey, yo, buddy, I got this idea. I was at the park today. How do you feel about tiny Jansports?
There's not much to update on the story. It's the same as before. The pigeon was found wearing a tiny makeshift backpack, presumably meant for smuggling drugs.
Whose Etsy page has these book bags?
It's presumably made from old jeans.
Oh, resilient.
I was going to say, was it like a high-end backpack, like a Gucci bag? And they were just like, oh, this pigeon's into some shit.
It was salvage denim.
I'm telling you, man, Jansports can last. I had one for like a good 10 years in school, so...
Officers discovered the latest bird wearing its backpack inside Matsky Station during a routine search in the morning of February 27th, according to the Union. The backpack, possibly made from cut-up jeans, was empty, leading guards to believe that the bird might have still been in training.
I'm just imagining some dealer.
He was a decoy.
Can you just imagine some dealer just in his apartment, just sitting at the sewing machine with a little needle sticking out of his mouth and just like his glasses pushed down to the front of his nose, just like sewing up a fucking pair of denim book bags. We knew it was the guilty bird because we yelled Omar's coming and he flew away.
Yo, Omar's strolling.
Wait, that's a dove. Never mind.
No, it's still a bird.
Yeah, I should believe in myself more.
Yeah, there you go. We're getting there.
With a pigeon being a wild animal, it's a wild card.
Fuck yeah. Ace reporting there, dude. Yeah, could you imagine this going to court and like they just show the pictures and the whole jury is just like,
aww. The cutest criminal of all time.
Look at the way he walks.
Dude, did they put an orange jumpsuit on him? I hope.
It looks like he's strutting.
Did they put a bird cage in the prison with the pigeon inside
Look how
of it?
sassy he is.
Solitary confinement is when they throw the sheet over it.
Oh, man.
They just put him right in a jail cell, then he just like sees the bars and just squeezes through him. It's like, you guys didn't really think this through, did you?
The pigeon gets face tattoos.
Yeah, we thought we lost that pigeon, but he turned up like 6 weeks later and had a sharpened toothbrush on his back. I was like, what the fuck happened to you, man?
His talons have been filed down.
Translated means put some money on my books. I'll be here a while. Oh fuck! He's got a hankering for ramen soups. Just like,
A walking taco.
It is National Ramen Day today, by the way.
I actually had that shit for fucking breakfast this
Right,
morning.
you celebrated accordingly then.
I had no clue.
Sorry, I have a calendar on my desk that tells me what day it is. Like,
that's fun.
What special? I mean, every calendar tells you what day it is.
That's fun.
But it tells you like the national days.
They were thinking about keeping the bird at the prison.
You know why? Because they're gonna like have him to start doing like a scared straight program for other birds.
They're gonna hide notes in the backpack. And
Or is it like Leo and Catch Me If You Can, where they like keep him to like teach the cops like how they get away with like all that crazy shit?
Can you imagine just a bunch of cops in a circle just huddled over? He's
It's
like
a pigeon at a podium.
He's like, all right, so what happens if it's severe inclement weather? He's like, There's writing
taking
down
notes.
Yeah, but I'm saying it'd be great if like
Fucking masterclass.
Then you see him with his face tattoo in front of like all these really young pigeons, just doing like a scared shade program. Like, you motherfuckers think you're some kind of badass?
Scared foul.
Fuck.
I'll just end the episode on
They
that.
run afoul of the log, the log, whatever.
The log.
Whatever.
Whatever's funny.
I'm so hung up on that poop story from earlier.
Yeah, I've been hung up on it for fucking months. Fucking dickhead.
Knob end. Twat.
What was the other one?
Bell end.
Fucking belly.
Talking about European cursing.
How it's far superior in originality.
Instead of a dickhead, they call it you're a bell end or a knobhead.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking knobhead.
Bell end is my fucking shit, dude. I love it. And the way they say twat, they're like, twat. You twat.
Fucking limey Brits, man.
God damn it.
They're strange.
They lack in teeth, they make up for in cursing.
Got one more story.
Oh.
An Arizona Dairy Queen is on the hunt for its missing red spoon. You ever seen the red spoons outside of the Dairy Queen, the giant ones? Somebody stole it.
I don't think I have.
They look like this.
No, they don't have one by us.
No, the Dairy Queen in our town, yeah, definitely.
Ours doesn't have it. The
It's
one
just
on,
just a
the one
boring
in,
old building.
Roof 4? Mm-hmm. That doesn't have that.
No way. We were kind of upset, but then
I feel kind of cheated.
more puzzled, said,
Well, I'm jealous of your Arby's. You've got the fucking old school Derby hat on your sign still. I haven't seen one of those
And
since I
on
was little.
202, we have one of the Taco Bells with the bell that's actually shaped like a pepper.
And you guys doing it big down here.
Those were the first two in the States. That's why I had it.
the owner, cholera. We were kind
Cholera?
of... Pooja Kalra said Wednesday, "We were kind of upset, but then more puzzled. What are they going to do with the spoon?"
Well,
She and her husband, Roman...
I'm going to cook the largest serving of heroin.
we use it to catapult the pigeons out of jail.
Yes.
Even better.
She and her,
Chauncey's wings broke. It's all right. I got this big red spoon.
she and her husband say the spoon snatching occurred sometime between late Friday and early Saturday.
Wait, do you know where Zelensky was at that moment? Him and his pesky
the
forklift
guy?
We're through the looking glass here.
Zelensky!
The 15-foot tall spoon stood against the side of the building with the handle nestled in an opening of a roof parapet. Their surveillance camera caught two people appearing to
In a forklift.
manipulate the screws that held the spoon to the base and then taking off on a small motorbike.
That's way funnier than seeing someone go into traffic in a forklift. Is seeing two dudes
You
on
seen
a
that,
motorbike
like, on the road
with a
later?
giant
One.
red spoon. Oh, that'd be fucking sick, dude.
Remember from the mid early 2000s those mini street bikes?
Yeah.
I
There's
picture those.
Like Dumb and Dumber, but with somebody with a giant red spoon on the back.
They were so precise about it, like they had done it before, Rahman said. They just wiggled their way through and made sure the spoon was not damaged.
They do like a warehouse raid and it's just like full of those giant red spoons.
She's like said it, and they have like schematics of all the local Dairy Queens. The laser grid is right here. You know,
They're going to hit all the fuck motels with the champagne glass beds in them and put the spoons in there and eat giant ice cream out of it.
Hourly rates.
that's a fucking sick idea. Actually, we're making champagne floats.
A couple reported the theft to the police. Sergeant Brian Bauer confirmed officers were called and are investigating. No suspects identified. Getting another spoon made, delivered, and installed would cost over $7,000, the owner said. Dairy Queen is known for doling out plastic red spoons with their soft serve blizzards. The Carlas moved to Phoenix from Minnesota in 2007 and went into business operating a Dairy Queen. They now own 34 locations. The Phoenix one is the only Arizona Dairy Queen with the towering red spoon. So it's a unique thing. With the spoon...
So they brought it from home.
I guess. With the spoon...
like the mop in UHF?
Yeah. Well, no, like the husband, he makes small backpacks for pigeons, and the wife makes giant red spoons
Right.
for soft serve restaurants.
They had to
How else do you eat a peanut butter parfait?
I was going to say, what was your go-to Blizzard
Reese's
topping?
Reese's
Cups or pieces?
cups.
Reese's Pieces
Pieces. I was a
with
pieces
and
guy.
Heath Bar in it.
Okay.
In retrospect, it's a little bit too much.
When they
Yeah,
introduced
toffee was always too sweet for me, even
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
As like once I hit like my 20s, I was like, yeah, this is a little bit much. And like you'd try to like eat it, it was like try to spoon it out.
Is this why when I pee it smells like syrup?
The spoon would bend. It was just too much.
Reese's is always my default sundae or ice cream,
Yeah,
but
anything peanut butter.
when they introduced the brownie batter blizzard,
Damn.
I never had that one.
Damn.
I
also haven't been to a Dairy Queen in like
I had
a
it
few
once,
decades.
and I instantly had to take a nap as soon as I ate it. 'Cause it was diabetic shock. No, in recent years, my fallback's just been this simple. There's like a cherry one with chocolate chips in it.
Okay.
sounds
I go mild now. I can't go fucking crazy.
Less
like I
is
used
more
to.
for sure.
with a spoon big enough to hold a small child. It was a popular photo spot. In all seriousness, the couple would love to have their red spoon suddenly be found. I appeal to the person. The spoon is too big to eat anything. We want you to bring it back.
Challenge
Yeah,
accepted.
it sounds like you're just not trying hard enough.
We want you to bring it back. We will not ask questions.
Apparently, you're a portion pussy. Oh, dude.
That's what all I had in the news today.
How great. Think about this, dude. Like 30, 40 years from now, this kid's just like, Dad, can you tell me a story about how the red spoon got in our house?
Well, son.
Like other people have like, you know, like a nice musket or like a stuffed bass or a bear head. And this is one house in Arizona where there's just a giant red spoon over the fucking hearth, you know, and it's like, yeah, dude.
Sit down, son.
Fucking sick.
Sit between the forklift and the the red spoon fireplace.
He's a busy guy.
Well, speaking of spoon thieves, there's a lot of evil in the world, Tom.
You could say a pair.
A pair. A pair. No, what else comes in pairs?
Evil comes in pairs. I could
That's
say.
true. What's the cup size of evil?
Unlimited. The Mean Girls. The limit does not exist.
This is a recurring segment.
Yes.
Known as Evil Tits. Hit it, Tom.
This week, we're covering none other than boyfriend, murderer, Jody Arias.
Arias.
Oh, I remember her.
Yes, you do. Those are various mugshots and photos I found of her.
Oh, I've never seen her blonde.
Oh, did you see? There's a really great picture of her butthole too.
Didn't see that. She is
has
a
butthole pics
She's a
online.
piece.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Did you hear about the circumstances of her husband or husband/boyfriend's death?
I did, but you can. Refresh
I remember
everybody.
reading about it, but definitely refresh my memory. I remember the story vividly.
Yeah.
Not so vividly, but I remember like her name.
Yeah, I was like 35 when it happened.
Boyfriend. Travis Alexander was an American salesman who was murdered by his ex-girlfriend, Jody Ann Arias, in his
Allegedly.
house in Mesa, Arizona. Arias was convicted of first-degree murder on May 8th, 2013, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on April 13th, 2015. He was murdered on Wednesday, June 4th, 2008. He suffered 27 stab wounds, a slit throat, and a gunshot wound to the head.
Oh,
So he was like
thorough.
super dead. Medical examiner Kevin Horn would later testify that Alexander's jugular vein,
Juggalo vein?
common carotid artery, and trachea
That's what
had
his
been
heartbeat
slashed.
sounds like.
Sounded like
True. Dark.
dark
and
content, homie.
Trachea had been slashed, and he had defensive wounds on his hands.
Pussy.
Horn further testified that Alexander may have been dead at the time of the gunshot wound was inflicted,
Then what's he bitching about?
and the back wounds were shallow. Alexander's death was ruled a homicide. The extent of the media frenzy, which focused heavily on the lurid details of Arias' killing of her lover, was detailed in a recently released transcript of the November hearing. An expert retained by Arias' defense lawyers said that during the trial, the following had been generated. This is the media frenzy surrounding it. 2,450 news reports in just the Phoenix area, 205 print stories in Maricopa County, 503 internet photos that generated 9,600 links, 233,000 links to videos, and 524,000 tweets. She took the stand in her own defense in February 2013.
Damn, go getter.
Testifying for a total of 18 days, a duration described by criminal defense attorney Mark Garagos as unprecedented.
Damn right.
On the first day of her testimony,
More like a
Arias
pioneer.
I'm telling you.
told of being violently abused by her parents from the age of 7. She also testified that she had rented a car in Reading, not PA, because Budget's website was provided 2 options, one to the north and one to the south, and her brother lived there. The second day on the stand, she said that her relationship with Alexander included oral sex and sodomy.
Nice.
She said that the sodomy was painful the first time she experienced it,
I know that's right, girl.
and that after, Alexander believed that such activities would not contravene Mormon rules concerning vaginal intercourse.
I heard that's true.
So he's a Mormon.
Yeah, he's a godly
Story
man.
checks out.
He's a godly man.
Yep. Arias said that she and Alexander eventually had intercourse, but less often. Sex tape was played in the courtroom.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Jury deliberations began in
Lucky ass
2015.
You're guilty of getting me bricked up.
Well, they were going for the death penalty because of the
Cruel and
the video?
unusual.
I think it was
Was the video that bad?
it was a phone sex.
You know what sucked having to be the bailiff when that video was playing? Because they got to stand there in front of everybody, in front of the judge and shit.
They do the classic bailiff move.
Nah, I mean, like, how would you...
No, they got to be like the English guard. Like they just got to be stone faced and.
I would have a tent in my bailiff pants.
It's just the pleat.
He moves his holster over in front of it. Just how I like to keep my gun, guys. Don't get alarmed. It's pointed right at me.
So was she abused by him or her parents?
She claims both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were trying to get the death penalty for her. They read additional instructions to the jury and ordered them to resume deliberations. They were deadlocked at 11-1 vote in favor of the death penalty, so it was declared a mistrial. In May of 2013, defense attorneys filed a motion which alleged that a defense witness who had been due to testify the preceding Friday the 17th began receiving death threats for her scheduled testimony on Arias's behalf.
No one likes a snitch.
Shall also be ex parte under seal. Motion was denied. May 2013, Arizona Supreme Court declined to hear an appeal filed 3 months earlier, and was also refused mid-level court. Yada 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 yada. 16th current generals. This is a lot of fucking information.
What I remember from the trial most of all was the footage that they put out almost immediately after she was arrested,
Resulting in a media frenzy and affecting the outcome of the trial. Yes.
but in the footage it was the initial interview room with her and the detective, and when the detective left, she stood up from the table and just started doing like yoga poses and shit, right? Just like stretching and doing
I think I've seen clips of that.
But she actually stops and does one of those a handstand with her feet against the wall type ones,
Right.
and just holds it for like a solid minute and a half, 2 minutes. And the detective comes in, he opens the door, she's actually behind the door, and you just see him look at the chair like, what the fuck? And then he closes the door, looks behind it, and it's just like, huh? The fuck? She's just standing there and holding this handstand while he's just there staring at her like, what the fuck? Just like,
Okay.
and people were pointing to that, like that's her callous behavior. That's what she was doing after her husband or whatever died, and
Boyfriend.
She's obviously guilty and all this shit. Mm-hmm. And then I think like a year or so later, all of a sudden the nudes leaked.
Okay.
But there's one of them. She's sitting her straight up doing the goatsy.
Yeah.
It's fucking sweet too.
I couldn't remember if she was abused by this guy or not.
She said she was.
Mm-hmm.
But there was no
I don't remember
like,
correctly, but
hard evidence.
There might have been like court documents of like her actually previously saying, "Hey, this dude's knocking me around and shit."
Yeah, like I'm not trying to victim blame by any means, but if it's kind of like that like Lorena Bobbitt situation where like
you think it was
you're being violently abused by this guy and it's obvious, so you know.
think it was a Jennifer Lopez enough situation?
I jerked off to that movie. Is that bad?
That movie stunk.
So
How
what?
the fuck? I hope you watched it on mute.
I didn't even jerk off to the screenplay, asshole. Jesus Christ.
I hope you watched it on mute. That movie sucks.
Yeah, what am I
so
fucking
bad.
some kind of fucking nutball?
Listen, this is before like you could just tap on your phone and just have any fucking weird kink satisfied within a matter of seconds. You had to fend for yourselves.
Yeah. I mean,
You had to watch the Scrambled Spice channel until you could see a tit.
60 to 61, 60 to 61, 60 to 61, 60 to 61, 60 to 61.
Mine was 99.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And because like when you first switched it over to that channel for the first, what was it, like 5-10 seconds? It was
If that.
unscrambled.
If that.
And the worst though is like you would try to get like just so you can take that mental picture with your eyes of it, but then like you would do that on the Spice channel because no one else was around at that time, and it would be during like a dialogue part. You'd be like, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
Like, God damn it! Not even a nipple, nothing.
I remember they got rid of the sound too.
Yeah.
After a while, they were like they turned off the sound
Dude,
unless
my dad would order movies
unless you ordered it
from Spice. No, he would order movies from the Spice channel, and still the sound didn't kick in until I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. Like 10 o'clock at night till sometime in the morning.
Oh, I thought it would kick in if you actually bought the movie.
Only if it was doing the
How
night
could they
hours.
schedule that?
No
That's so
fucking clue,
crazy.
dude.
The fapping hours.
The hour of the fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ.
After a $3 million trial, she was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole on March 5th, 2015.
My problem with it when it actually happened was they're saying, you know, like I said, like she was doing like stretches and poses in the fucking... and they were trying to like out her as like some kind of crazy party girl. That's why she had nudes, and that's why some newsman had leaked those nudes of her. Like, look, she's a party girl. She's crazy. See,
Indeed.
went off without it being touched. But but it was just like, oh, look how bad she is, and like she's not gonna be heartbroken if some dude that smacked the shit out of her was finally dead.
Yeah,
She's not gonna be heartbroken about it. The thing she would be heartbroken about is now I go to jail. Or now I got to go through a trial and shit like that. And so she was just using the yoga to center herself and get her ready for the stress that was to come.
You could say that.
I think
Now-
Mr. Alexander was a dookie head.
Now, what do we think?
Listen, you're making really good points
Yeah,
here.
dude.
He's spitting right now.
I'm an ally. I believe all women.
I was gonna say it's 2023, man.
Yeah.
You got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And
So, are we giving Jody a pass?
you're goddamn right.
Agreed.
I
Because,
think so too.
first off, non-serial killer, she's an 8. Serial killer, she's a 13. You know?
Yeah, she's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really a serial
And the
killing.
thing is,
It's just
like-
one.
Yeah, she only
True.
got one.
But also, if you see pictures of her now, still holding it down.
Yeah, these are some of these are recent. The one with the clear frames is from
Like,
the
dude,
20s.
she's fucking, whatever she's doing in prison, her fucking skincare routine is immaculate.
Nutrition,
Hair looks great.
exercise.
Yeah, dude. She looks better than ever. Oh, dude. Can you imagine her walking into a woman's prison? They're probably just like,
They're whistling and shit.
thank you, Allah.
I
You know?
love the justice system.
Ah, dude. Let's talk, since we all obviously give Jody a pass. I want to talk about killings in women, but I want to talk about how we as a society has progressed in the year.
What?
We as a society
There you go.
has progressed in the year 2023. I'm talking about recent school shooter Audrey Hale. Okay? Now, think about this, dude. She was 28 years old woman, has finally risen up to do the job normally reserved for sullen teenage boys. If that's not progress, I don't know what is. You know what I mean?
See, that kind of ruined when that happened last week. That kind of ruined my stance on gun ownership,
Yeah.
because I always felt like, if you're your standard law-abiding, citizen, and you want to protect your home, or you just want to have a gun to have it because it's a hobby, you want to go shooting, you
'Cause
think
they're
it's
fun.
fun,
Yeah.
by all means, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
You should have to prove that you can get pussy to own a gun. Take a look. Listen to me.
I'm listening, man.
Take a
Believe
look.
me, I am.
I'm already buying the newsletter, but you might as well bring it home, dude.
Take a look at every
Fuck
school
me.
shooter up to, but not including, last week.
Yeah.
You've got your average incel teenage to early 20s male.
I'm thinking Nicholas Cruz, 19 from Parkland.
I'm thinking Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
Did he shoot up a school
Dylan
or a
Roof,
church?
Who was
Yeah, church.
who was the guy that shot up the sorority house?
Cho? No, that was Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that was Virginia Tech, but that was over a
I
relationship
forget
issue
the name
too.
of the sorority house. How bad is it that we get confused because there's so
Yeah, there's
fucking
so
many.
There's literal hundreds.
And I hear you. Like, I know it's hack at this point. It's like, some girls should just take one for the team, so we don't have all these shootings on our hands. But I think
Elliot Rodger, that was
it
the
is.
sorority guy.
Yeah, I think when you go in to buy a gun, they should be all right. I need 2 forms of identification, and then
Instead of a 5-day waiting period, we're going to send a representative to spend 5 days with you, and we're going to take you out, and you got to prove that you can get pussy.
guy walks in, says, "I want to buy an AR-15." You're like, all right, I need 2 forms of ID, and I need to smell your fingers. If they smell like pussy, 5-day waiting period, and it's yours, dude.
Is waived.
If it smells like Doritos, nah, son.
Get the fuck out.
If you walk in here with shorts in the winter, nah, you got to turn around and go home. You walk in here with a fedora, you're out. We're sending someone over to your house like a welfare check for like when you want to adopt a child.
Yeah.
They just send them to your house and like, all right, what'd you think of this guy? He's like, nah, dude, katana collection. No.
and they're not sharp.
All right, what about this guy? It's like, no, his computer costs more than his entire kitchen appliances put together. So no gun for him.
Listen, it was a solid plan until
Yeah.
last week, and
There's one thing else we could take away from Audrey Hale's shooting that she perpetrated. She shot up a high school that she went to 10 years beforehand, which just proves one thing that we've always known. women be taking that forever to get ready, dude. Oh my God. Because you just know, dude, like she was ready.
I knew it.
She was ready
I
on
fucking knew it.
She was ready on graduation day, right? And she comes out to her one friend / aunt, and she's like, the snow camo or the woodland camo for my pants? And it took her 10 years to figure out which one she wanted to put on, you know?
These match these shoes, but these match these shoes.
But yeah, I think it's nice that
Jesus Christ.
trans women have now taken the jobs that are normally reserved for no pussy getting sullen teenage boys.
I'm all for breaking barriers, I guess.
Yeah, dude. You got to take the wins when you can get them, dude.
Yeah.
But before we get started on our next segment, Uncle D has the PPP.
Okay.
Expose yourself, really.
Right? It's aggressive.
It's like go big or go home, though.
True.
Like, how many times have you been excited about, you know, quote unquote, like celebrity nudes, and all it is just like
A nip
a
slip.
side tit.
Sucks.
You're like, God damn it.
I appreciate a good side tit, but if that's
Yeah.
the best you got,
But yeah, don't get me all hyped on like some shit where it's like, oh,
like it's a good opener.
Like you can see the top of her butt crack. Like whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But she's like, yo, full butthole.
Man, my butt crack hangs out too. You ain't special.
Fuck? Get on my level. Now, since we got stood up twice today, and Alex isn't here to get his gripping inquiries, and Tommy's never had them. Tommy's never gotten his own gripping inquiries, and he's given me my own Is It Euros, which is, you know, it's weird when, you know, I get to play my own segment. So
I just need to stop asking people who aren't Jordan to accompany me to this place because
Fair.
Jordan's a real one, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's just long hairs. You can't trust. Nah, McGinnis was good.
He was solid as
Yeah.
fuck.
You just can't trust the long hairs, dude. But so I got gripping inquiries, but a lot of them are catered to Alex. So you're just gonna have the fucking deal.
I'm ready for
All
this.
right.
this is gonna be good.
Some of these I'm actually quite proud of. So I'm really mad that his fucking curly ass didn't show up. So this is only going to make sense if you know Alex.
That should be perfect for me.
Question number 1. Why were you kicked out of Faith No More?
To star in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Correct answer already. That's pretty good. Now this is universal.
Sir James Martin
This
of
is-
Faith No More.
This is a fucking universal one. Both of you can answer this if you want to. Which one of Howard Stern's butt bongo fiestas were your favorite?
I'm not a Stern guy. This is tough. Fuck.
Oh, so you're saying none of them?
His appearance at the VMAs, maybe? When he
No,
came
Butt
down-
Bongo Fiestas were the specials that he did. They were they were pay-per-views that it got released on like VHS.
UHF, obviously.
No, that's a movie starring Weird Al Yankovic.
Same thing.
It's the second UHF reference we've made
Yeah,
in one
today.
episode.
They're also nature's suction cup.
I would have to say 2, because that's the one that used to give me a boner in the video rental store when I saw the cover.
The correct answer was 2 or 5. So yeah.
I've never
I
seen
didn't even know it went
any
up to
of-
5. I only
I've never seen any of those.
BONGO.
Now Alex is a big fan of video games. Are you a fan of video games, Tom?
I am.
Yeah. Mike, video games guy?
I dabble.
Yeah. Which do you think has the most perfectly and neatly packed suitcase? And by that, I'm talking about the undercarriage. Princess Peach or Princess Zelda?
Ooh.
Whose looks like a nicely folded pair of khakis and whose looks like a bombed out tuna sandwich?
The hack answer would be Peach because she's like the...
Peach.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, though. I feel like she would have, like, rose petals. Nothing crazy, but definitely not like a blown-up ham sandwich or nothing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Princess Zelda would have a nice tucked-away, good-looking
But here's
one.
what I'm thinking about Princess...
Landing strip, too.
What I'm thinking about Princess Zelda. I think you maybe you're right on the packness and, you know, the neatness of it. Mm-hmm. But Zelda, it's kind of like an Eastern European last name.
I know what you're
You
getting
know what I
at.
mean? So it may look nice, but it's surrounded by ingrown hairs. Because I'm not saying like she's got a hair diaper, but she probably takes good care of it, trims it up. But I'm saying
She does it
ingrown
herself.
hairs.
She doesn't go to a place
Yeah,
to
she
get it
doesn't
done.
go- yeah.
No.
she doesn't have a girl that does that for her. She does it herself.
You don't have time for that when you're wrangling chickens.
So there's
is
probably
true.
like stubble, you know, ingrown hairs.
Sure.
Yeah. A couple missed spots. For some reason, she has like a Scott Ian goatee off to the left of it, you know.
I could fight through all
Or-
that.
I'm saying Princess Zelda.
Whereas Princess Peach is like also one of those girls like, you know, those girls that just didn't fuck till their 20s, and not because they couldn't, just because they didn't want to, out of respect for their fathers or their religion. And you can't tell if she's nicely neat and kept down there, or if it's just full on hair diaper bush.
Nah, she definitely gets waxed. She's definitely Brazilian.
Yeah, but maybe like, you know, her.
Make a spa day out of it, kind of thing.
She might have been a late bloomer, but once she jumped on the
Yeah.
bandwagon, she wilded out.
True.
I'm sticking with Princess Zelda personally.
I don't know, man. So we're just gonna have to call that a draw, dude.
All right, fair.
Not fuck it. The correct answer is Kirby. Kirby's huss.
What that mouth do?
Exactly.
That cuss.
You can suck up a lot, can't you, Curbs?
That kerbussy.
Now I know both. I know. I was going for cussy, but Kerbussy is way better. Yeah, that's good. Now, none of us are real big weed smokers. No, so this
Never was.
isn't going to help anybody. This is for Alex, though. It was Dream Blunt Rotation.
I can still try and imagine one.
Yeah.
I would say definitely Pedro Pascal to be topical.
Okay.
Let's see, how many people do I get?
3.
Heath Ledger, just because I want to hear his psychotic ramblings, especially in the last days. Instead of Percocets in the hotel, maybe give him a couple.
Some black coffee.
Yeah,
Just, you know,
Yeah.
you want to do smoke. You
See
smoke
what
a bowl.
happens.
Yeah.
Just see what fucking happens.
Respectable.
And I'm trying
You
to,
wouldn't want to go for like 10 things I hate about you, Heath Ledger?
no, I'm trying to think of somebody who I know
You're
for.
so handsome in that movie.
right?
Dreamy.
And I'm trying to think of someone who I know for a fact has never touched it, so I could like get like
Princess Peach.
True.
She hangs out with dudes made out of mushrooms, so she might just be a shroomer.
Keanu Reeves.
Amy Schumer. Oh, Keanu Reeves. Now, Keanu Reeves Point Break or Keanu Reeves John Wick? Wrong. The answer is yes.
I would just say John Wick, but still, yeah, because I want to pet that fucking dog.
Keanu Reeves from Parenthood.
Damn.
And he was the race car driver.
Damn.
Constantine.
Damn. River.
No,
fucking
Johnny
Joaquin,
Mnemonic.
Joaquin Phoenix when his name was Leaf.
No, I rescind my answer and I choose Johnny Mnemonic, Keanu Reeves, so I could plug the aux cord into his head.
Get this thing out of my head. It's like, dude, this loud is not that good, son. Mike, who's your dream blunt rotation, dude?
Let's see.
By the way, Alex's answer, the only correct answer I would have given him was Dolph Lundgren, young Forrest Gump, and the dude from the movie Angus.
Damn, you took my answers.
Really? Shit. We all win. Who's your blunt
He's
rotation?
pandering.
Who's your blunt rotation, dude?
All right. Let me think. Billy Mays.
Fuck yeah. Nice.
Rest in fucking power.
Yeah, seriously.
I think Rest in Power is corny, but that totally applies in this.
That's exactly
For
why
sure.
I whipped it out.
Yeah, this
For
is definitely-
sure.
Exactly
yeah.
why.
Mean Gene.
Mean Gene
From the
Oakerson.
WWF.
Nice.
And Jordan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know what? First, I'm like, oh, what a cop out. Then I'm like, you know what? No.
No, never.
How good would that
If
be?
you're going to do it, go with the shaman.
Yes.
My
Seriously.
answer is actually Ed O'Neill from Married with Children, Ed O'Neill from Wayne's World, and then Ed O'Neill as is. No, Ed O'Neill. My last one's gonna be Ed O'Neill from The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you haven't seen The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, you are lacking at life. All right. So this was also geared towards Alex, but I'm just gonna give this one to Tom. You know. Now, the very first time you met Mike Murrow, do you remember the first time you met Mike Murrow? Is it true that he walked up to you and said, "Last name Murrow, first name Mike, me throw spaghettis at your bike"? And then he followed through and threw spaghettis at your bike. Not one spaghetti, multiple spaghettis.
I still can't get the marinara sauce stain off the
I
ceiling.
would never waste spaghetti.
Damn. So you're saying there's still like dried out noodles hanging off your pegs right now?
Sure is.
Pegs.
Damn. Of course he has pegs. Look at him. He's extreme as fuck.
How else am I gonna nose stall?
Exactly, dude. Damn. Last name Murrow. First name Mike. Me throw biscottis at your bike.
Fucking right, I do.
Yeah, it's his fucking calling card, dude.
Buddy,
All right, this is number 6 years for the both of you. You can handle this one, dude. Name a bird sicker than a tern.
pigeon.
Damn, I guess that news story did just kind of prove that, didn't it? Terns don't be rocking backpacks full of fucking oxys.
Mike,
This is true.
what's a tern?
It's a kind of bird, Tom. Just kind of roll with the content. Go with the context.
I've never heard of it either.
TERM, man. Can't you guys fucking read?
Yeah, but not about birds.
We must be reading about the wrong shit.
You need to start reading about the enemies before they're on your fucking doorstep, Michael. Prepare yourself. Jesus Christ. Well, pigeons is the correct answer, so that's just...
There we go.
Now, Thomas, true or false? Back when you were working the register at Blockbuster Video, did you really demand that all your coworkers call you Clerk Hemet?
I sure did. True.
Incorrect. You didn't work at Blockbuster. You worked at Video Show Place.
Fuck.
Damn, this one's also towards Alex. It's just going to bomb. It was just like, what's your thoughts on Dragon Force and how long have you been touching children? So that's just, yeah.
Herman Lee is entertaining. I can still beat through the fire and the flames on
It's just
expert.
it's bumming me out really hard right now because Alex would be loving every single one of these questions. He'd be eating them up.
Wait till you hear question number 9. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have a free pizza every month or Half-Life 3 finally be released on consoles?
I would
Video game
rather-
question, dude? Now I wish he was dead so I could mourn him properly. My obvious answer would have been the pizza, but, you know, I'm fat.
I picked the Little Caesars EA Skate 4 promo.
Fuck, dude. See, here's another one fucking geared specifically towards Alex, but actually, it kind of applies to Tom, too. It says, Dear Alex, Murrow said you're packing a baguette in your jeans. Confirm or deny?
It's what they call a brajol.
Oh.
Damn, man. Now I'll never know if he's got a baguette. Now,
No one will because that motherfucker can't close.
I heard about this.
I mean,
Beautiful women adore, not just love, like they've
fallen over him?
up. And for some reason, he just doesn't fucking get it.
I've only been
So many occasions
I've only
where
been at
we've
venue-
multiple members of our band and other friends who've been around have witnessed it, and it's an anomaly.
The last
Hey,
time
man.
we were all at Ortlieb's for that rock bottom thing,
Right.
he was there like just standing at the bar, kind of like holding court, but like by a bunch of fucking 7s and 8s, and I was just like, okay, Alex.
Hey, Big Al Sex is an international man of
Telling you,
mystery.
he is a sensation.
There was
Not today, though.
There was a restaurant that a buddy of ours worked at a few years, like this is going back almost 10 years at this point. So that used to be like our hangout because we would go there, get free drinks, get free food, hang out. Like, he would show up and there's a girl who's like mutual friends with a bunch of us that met up with us one night. And I guess she met him for the first time that night and she was floored by him. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this girl's a 10. I'll tell you her name off
Okay.
the recording because you may know her.
Yeah, probably.
And he just, we're all like across the bar, like observing, and we're like, holy shit.
We were like walking by, like elbowing him into her. Like, come on, dude.
No, but we're all like looking directly at him from the other end of the bar, just like, holy shit. Like, it's going to happen. This is great. This is amazing.
Then you get closer and closer, and all his like, well,
then-
in the second quest of Zelda, if you bomb certain walls,
But it didn't matter.
It
Like,
leads to level 2. You're like, fuck.
No, he has the gift of like being able to hold like a lengthy, meaningless conversation with a woman. Like he knows when to listen, but he also chimes in meaningless bullshit in like the gaps where like you can fill in and like keep her engaged.
A fellow Jedi.
Fucking. And we're all like, oh my god, here
Because
it comes. Like
they be talking.
they're gonna leave together. This is gonna be incredible. Like we're all gonna high five and fucking cheer, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be great. And you see him put his little fucking Discman headphones on and his little Sonic beanie that he wears, and he just fucks off. And he's like, "Oh, gotta go, guys," and just and like leaves her hanging. And she looks over like, "What did I do?" And we're like, "You met Alex. That's what you did."
Has anybody ever bat cleanup after that?
I've been married and in a committed relationship before that for as long as I've known him. So,
but you
Here's
never
the
witnessed
thing.
it.
I've seen some of the girls that have fawned over Alex, and there's no way I could have bat cleanup.
that's the
No
thing.
way.
That's crazy.
It's not any women. It's like beautiful women.
No amount of charm I have at my disposal would ever even get me close to some of the women I've seen fawn over him.
And he just,
That's just wrong.
yeah, he just doesn't take the bait.
What a waste of potential.
Seriously.
On a brighter note, question 11. Now, some people deny the Holocaust exists. That ever happened, right? And now there's
Allegedly.
also been, in the last 10 years or so, a lot of people have been denying that dinosaurs ever existed. Now, do you think this could possibly be true? Because we all know the Nazi Party was really into discovering weird technologies like UFOs, magic, and all that shit.
Right.
What if, do you think it's possible that Adolf and his fucking goofy Nazi scientists figured out time travel, went back, and used a special comet launching machine to completely holocaust the dinosaurs?
2 holocausts? Unlikely.
Wait a second, though.
Why wouldn't they just go back in time and get the initial one right?
Because they had to fucking start somewhere.
Well, because of the old saying, Holocaust me once, shame on me.
He's got a fucking point.
Holocaust me twice.
So they
It's
perfect this
backwards.
I'm convinced.
Whatever.
comet launching technology to kill all the dinosaurs in the Holocaust. Probably the prequel. Holocaust the prequel is what they would call it. And
I'm back on board.
Holocaust
And thing-
Prometheus.
is that information got to the Jews, right? And that is why George Soros built a space laser to combat the Nazi comet thrower. And he used it kind of like a Death Star to just fucking eradicate the comet launcher. And then he yelled, "Justice for the dinosaurs!" And then 10 days later, Hitler blows his brains out in a bunker.
The sad thing is that's no more far-fetched than like half the shit that you read on like QAnon.
It's... Where do you think I got it? No. Actually, I just came up with that while pooping a couple days ago. Well, we're all right. But yeah, that's my theory, that George Soros is actually the hero we all deserve. He's a great man, and everybody who talks bad about him deserves Space Laser. All right, Tom. We fucked around long enough. This could have been a great Cryptic Inquiries, but I wasted it on your fucking mark ass. Tom, finish this E-Town Concrete lyric. I honked my horn just to get her attention. She said, "Was that for me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why?" I said... ...
Cutting Grass by Sturgill Simpson. I don't know that one.
You want to back clean up on that one, Michael?
I got nothing.
You don't want anything on... I honked my horn just to get her attention. She said, "Was that for me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why?" Then I said, "Come on and take a ride with a hell of a guy." Do you guys not know your Will Smith? E-Town Concrete?
You just made that up.
It's definitely from E-Town Concrete's demo. The song's called Parents Just Don't Understand.
Oh. See, the cadence is what threw me off.
Well, I'm not going to fucking hum a few bars and just hand it to you.
All right.
Why not?
Jesus Christ. You little milky lickers.
Whatever, you Will Smith apologist.
Will Smith slap Space Laser. Target Chris Rock.
I wish you could have slapped that fucking comedy special off Netflix.
What, Chris Rock's?
Yes.
I didn't even watch it.
Don't.
I thought it was funny that Will Smith had actually just premiered a show on the Roku channel that was a showcase of comedians.
Ironic.
It was called This Joka. Joka. And I was like, oh, okay. Then he follows it up by smacking the shit out of one on live TV.
Wow, well, thank you.
Fucking weird ass Scientologist. Ah, fuck. Well,
You know, I think, speaking of the slap, I think I may have just pinpointed Jada's bad attitude. You know,
she's always had it.
since she's from Baltimore, she's never had Magooby's chicken fingers, dude.
Oh, fucking good fucking point.
Damn.
Magooby's Joke House, Baltimore, Maryland. It's a nice venue for comedy, you know. Best chicken fingers in the game.
Yeah?
Bar
Oh,
none.
hell fucking yeah.
Okay.
And maybe it's just because I was eating them in the dark, but for some reason, they were the most delicious chicken fingers I ever had in my life.
I'm thinking about them right now.
Yeah. And they just like fucking cover the rest of the plate in French fries, so you got to hunt to get your chicken fingers, so you're actually somewhat foraging like your ancestors. You know what I mean?
If only she
You feel
could have.
prime.
It's that primal
a
feeling, yeah.
Exactly. You feel like you're getting back to your ancestors, you know? You're becoming one with your animal nature, dude.
If only they could have gotten her up that Interstate 85 to Timonium and tried those fucking
She
magical
wouldn't be
chicken
such a
fingers.
rancid
That would have been
fucking bitch.
a butterfly effect that would have saved us all.
Hey, she could have been chewing on a chicken finger. Chris Rock tells the fucking G.I. Jane joke, and she's just like, eh.
Or she'd be like, "What's that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the delicious chewing noises of these chicken
Yeah.
fingers."
Exactly. I got honey mustard to
Can
attend
you wrap
to.
this monologue up? I got.
Or maybe she wouldn't have fucking married a Scientologist twink, you know, just like been a little more chill. It's like, I don't care. Tupac broke up with me. I got chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Makes everything better.
What do you say, guys? Do you want to play this show's favorite game?
No,
Is it Euro?
you couldn't possibly mean. Oh, is it Euro? I was going to say.
Yeah, like I just said.
Who comes first?
Ookie cookie.
Yeah, I was going to say Okie Cookie
The Jizuki.
when I purposely end last.
All right, as you both know,
I didn't even know this was coming. This is such a special surprise.
Fuck yeah.
as
Have
you
you played this one yet?
Evil tits and is it Euro? Is
Have
my
you played
lucky
this
day.
game yet?
No.
Oh.
you've never played yet.
I mean, I've played along in my car listening
Dude.
to other episodes,
Dude.
but
Well,
now you get it for real.
explain
Yeah.
the new side thing we're doing with it.
So, as you know, as a listener, Murrow, we're gonna read off some band names, and you have to tell us whether or not they're from the great continent, finger quotes, great continent of Europe or not.
All our motherlands.
If you can narrow it down to country, you get a bonus point. Or if they're from, say, the United States, and you can narrow it down to the state, you get a bonus point.
Yeah.
I'm terrible when I play along, when I listen, so I'm sure I'm going to be terrible.
I created the bit, and I am awful at it.
Okay.
This game is for the streets.
Now, here's another
it is
thing.
for no one.
Here's another thing we're doing is that the ones names we find most remarkable, they get put off to the side, and we did the first recording of one last weekend. Was last weekend?
It was a.
Yeah, it was last weekend.
It was longer than that.
It was a listening party of the greatest hits of the first few installments of Is It Euro, where we actually got to sit down and listen to the bands mentioned.
So did heavy guitars live up to their name?
I don't want to spoil it.
You'll have to
Check
tune
it
in.
out. You'll have to check it out on the fucking Patreon.
What Patreon is
I
that,
will.
Tom? Is it patreon.com/IRRANDILL?
No, I was gonna link him to Bobby Lee, but anyway. No, it's patreon.com/IRR and ILL. Yes.
Yeah.
Hours.
$3.
Bonus content.
Buster.
That's like 2 bags of Rap Snacks. Mm-hmm. Or it's jocularity and whimsy.
So
Anywho,
we got
back to the matter at hand.
we got 20 bands for you.
Fuck
You have to tell us whether they are or are not Euros.
All right.
And I'm gonna be keeping score.
I fucking stink at this.
All right, so first entry we have Cruz Ducks.
Can you
Spelled like Ted Cruz. Cruz. Cruz.
Oh,
ducks like quack quack,
Exactly like Quack Quack.
it'd be cooler if it was DUCTs.
right?
Yeah.
They're all HVAC guys in the band.
HVACs dudes that ride cruise skateboards.
Damn, if only Mark Green was here.
Yeah, he would know half of these
After all-
bands. He owns records from probably half of these bands.
No, none of these bands are going to be American Nightmare or Horror Show, so it's not going to happen.
Cruz
Cruise
Ducks.
Ducks. Not Euro, American.
Okay.
I go to.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going to say West Coast America.
You're both wrong.
Ah!
United Kingdom.
The fuck they know about Cruise?
You know what? Since we've
There's nobody named Cruz in
Right.
Great Britain.
They don't have Latinos over there.
I did do enough
There's no
homework.
seasoning on the food over there.
Exactly.
There's no Latinos.
Yeah.
I did enough homework to get the genre, so I'll throw out. Can you get the genre right? I'll give you a point if you get the genre right
Cruise
too.
Ducks. I'm
Skate
saying
punk.
skate punk or thrash.
You're both saying skate punk?
I'm saying skate punk.
Or thrash.
Because it sounds like a West Coast like skate punk like
Skate-
epitaph band.
Or like RKL, like punk thrash band.
Dennis is right. They're thrash metal.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Locomotive Gun.
Either Germany or Belgium.
Okay.
Damn, you know it could be on the back of that locomotive?
So you're saying Euro.
I'm saying on the back of that locomotive is the COUS.
The COUS Caboose. Euro or not Euro, Den?
Locomotive Gun, not European.
That's a beatdown band from Germany or Belgium.
I'm saying not European. I'm saying they are from one of the Asian countries.
Dennis is right.
God damn it.
They are not Euro, but they are from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ah.
Okay.
God damn it.
Wow.
What's the genre on that one?
Heavy metal.
Oh, pfft. Way to be
Like a bar metal band.
It could be Five Finger Death Punch for all we know.
Yeah, that's covers so many fucking.
You know what? We've got a little callback to Murrow's notebook story. This band's called The Men's Toilet.
List them. They go on the master list.
All right.
Oh,
So the men's toilet.
Uh-huh.
wow.
Are they Euro or not?
Wow.
Yes.
I want to say it's definitely an English speaking place, but I'm going to say non-Euro.
Okay. Dennis, right again.
Fuck me.
They are not Euro. Can you nail it down?
I want to say it's either Canada or Australia. I'm going to go with Canada.
Ah, sorry. Los Angeles.
Yeah, Canada. Isn't it next to Manitoba?
South Canada.
Not
to
even
Manitoba, right?
close. No.
It's not next to Windsor?
No. You silly dilly.
I've been lied to.
All right.
Big maps run by Antifa.
We got a great
Wait, what genre are they?
death metal / grindcore
Ooh.
from Los Angeles. That could be a solid entry.
We
there.
on the listening party, we definitely found like 2 or 3 bands where it's like,
This is straight up good.
yeah, I actually
Okay.
wrote them down and like downloaded the shit later.
Yeah, because there's like gore grind bands that have really silly fucking names.
It was actually ones where we were caught off guard with like the quality of it. It was like, holy shit, dude.
I'll spoil one and only one. Septic Felch.
Yeah.
They were fucking fantastic.
Yeah. And there was, I remember.
That's a pretty straightforward gore grind band name.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty on
There
the
was
nose.
also one that like the name was just like complete like made up for a TV battle of the bands on a sitcom thing.
Right.
But it ended up sounding like really old upstate New York hardcore.
okay.
Like, it had like sound like the first Call for Unity comp. Like I was like, what the fuck?
How did this happen?
Like, yeah, how did that happen with I remember the band's name. I won't spoil fuck it. Hamburger Alien.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Right.
like yeah.
But then it comes out sounding like, like Straight Jacket and Section 8. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
All right, we got some more entries.
Hit it.
You ready for a mammal? How about the killer dolphin with rabies? Oh man,
Killer dolphin with rabies.
the killer dolphin with
The.
rabies.
The killer dolphin with rabies.
Are they Euro or are they not Euro?
Euro.
Okay.
Euro.
Euro, and I'm going to say UK, Ireland, or Scotland.
You're both wrong.
Fuck.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Classic Madison behavior.
All right. The Metal Shakespeare Company.
U.S. That's a prog rock band from the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's right, but just to make it interesting, European.
Murrow nailed it. They are U.S. Can you nail the state?
I'm gonna say Pacific Northwest, so either Washington or Oregon.
Which one?
Oregon.
All right. You fucking bingo. Portland, Oregon.
Okay, fancy pants.
Metal Shakespeare Company, indeed. They're listed as heavy metal on their encyclopedia. entry.
They're a fucking Tool cover band.
They definitely all have ponytails,
That's awesome.
regardless of hairline.
Yeah, no hair up top, but
Yeah,
definite
exactly.
ponytail in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Murder Pussy.
Ooh.
Euro or not Euro?
Euro.
Euro.
France.
Euro. Germany.
You're both fucking wrong again. You need to
Jesus.
step it up. They're from Colombia.
What?
Brutal death
They
metal.
do be having some murder and some
Yeah,
pussy.
two things that are guaranteed in that.
I mean, you throw in the booger sugar, and all of a sudden it's the trifecta of that whole area.
Yeah, am I right? All right.
Oh,
Here's
Christ.
another hearse wreck.
Oh,
Belgian beatdown.
Okay. You sure are favoring the what's it called?
I will agree with Beatdown, but I will
Because
say,
I've involuntarily had to sit through plenty of awful beatdown bands from Belgium or Germany, and they all have very similar names to the ones you're rattling off.
I don't know if I've said this
Fair.
before, but it reminds me of a fucking quote from the man named Isan. Where's this band from? They're from Belgium. I can't believe they came all this way not to impress me. I will agree that it's a
Euro?
beatdown band, but I will say from the Midwest of the United States.
Okay. You're right only in that they're not Euro.
Oof.
They are from Australia.
Ah.
Your second favorite not Euro guess.
Beatdown band though, right?
Or at least slam.
Death/doom metal.
Oh.
Yep. Underwhelming, I'm
Bunch
sorry.
of Aborigines smoking mad sherm.
Shit.
Ready?
I'm sold.
I know, right? I'd listen to that shit.
Next one. This one's named Drunk as Fuck.
Oh, that just sounds like bad American oi.
Okay? So not Euro.
They say they're a bunch of lumberjacks from Canada playing fucking clutch riffs.
So Euro or not Euro?
Not Euro.
Okay. You're both correct. They are not Euros.
Are either of us correct on the country, though?
Are you sticking with Canada?
Canada.
You sticking with the States?
I'm sticking with the States.
Okay. Dennis is right. They are from the States. What state?
Now, he could be somewhat correct of the area. I'm going to say close to Canada, but it's not going to be like Michigan or anything like that. It's going to be like either the Dakotas,
Drunk as Fuck.
Wisconsin, or upstate New York.
No. LA again.
What?
Yep. Thrash metal from LA.
Of course, they're fucking thrash metal.
Think about the name.
Fat tongue, high tops,
Drunk
Yeah.
as Fuck.
sick beers.
All right. Let's see. Nail Lick.
That's going on the list.
Euro.
That's going on the
not
list.
Euro.
Definitely from a place that doesn't speak English. So, but that doesn't help. That could easily...
Eastern Europe, then. Poland.
All right, then I'm going to go for one that never comes up, but I keep saying it anyway. I'm going to say one of the Asian countries, China, Korea, Japan.
So you're saying Euro, and you're saying definitely not Euro.
Yeah.
Murrow is right.
Fuck me.
They're Euros. Where'd you say?
Somewhere from Eastern Europe. I would say Romania, Poland.
Or one of the countries that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, one of the...
Czechoslovakia.
Czech Republic.
Chechnya.
Spain.
Ugh.
Heavy/speed metal.
Olive
Complete
slingers.
opposite of Eastern Europe.
Yes. Brain ass. List.
Yeah. Brain ass.
My second favorite entry today.
Oh, God. Damn it. God damn it.
This is going to be a good one, dude.
Damn it.
I'm excited for this one.
Fuck me. That's the thing that sucks about... Like, I want to say being bad about brain ass, but they're probably fantastic.
Yeah.
But that could easily be... Like, I want to say it's from somebody whose English is the second language, but it could also just be for some real Neanderthal-ass white dudes from, like, New Jersey.
Okay.
So it's like, fuck, where do I go? Oh, fuck, brain ass.
Yeah, they're either a slam band from the United States
Okay.
or...
The one metal band from Egypt.
Yeah, or they're like from like the Pacific Islands that you've never... Like one of the islands you've never heard
They're
of.
from Tobago.
Not Trinidad, but the other side.
Yeah, just Tobago. They would not dare step foot on Trinidad.
A West Indie band would be great.
I'm saying not Euro,
Okay.
but I'm going to go fucking wild here. I'm saying the African continent.
Okay. What do you say, Murrow?
I'm going to say the United States,
Okay. So not Euro.
not Euro.
Okay. You get a point if they're Euro or not Euro. Don't forget that. You're correct in that they're not Euros, but they are not.
Then I'm also correct because I didn't say Euro.
Correct. You're both correct in that they're not Euros, but they are not from the United States.
Are they from Africa?
No.
Fuck.
They're from Indonesia.
The one time I don't go for the fucking Asian countries.
Exactly. Brutal death metal.
Of course.
I'm excited for that episode.
You better include me
You should
on that
probably
listen.
come to
Yeah,
that
you're
Patreon
gonna you gotta
recording.
come to the next listening party. It's fun.
Yep. Okay.
Don't go brain assing without me.
No.
I
Never.
wouldn't dare brain ass without you. Oh fuck, dude.
Acid Goat.
Why do I have a feeling I've heard that band before?
That's a stoner metal band.
Why does that just sound like it's from fucking Louisiana?
Okay. Euro or not Euro.
Not Euro.
Okay.
Southern United States.
I'll say Euro England.
Murrow fucking nailed it. United Kingdom.
He's probably played with them.
Yeah, for real. That's
They're doom metal from the UK.
Yeah.
I think we're halfway through. All right. Bloody Pussy Guts.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, list that one.
Listed.
Because it's like, is it the bloody guts of some dude that's a pussy?
Talking to the fucking microphone.
Or is it like...
Fuck.
So is it the bloody guts of a dude who's just is a pussy? Because I'm not an expert on female genitalia, but I'm pretty sure pussies don't have guts.
I don't know. I've never seen one.
That's why you can't buy a gun.
All I know
Exactly.
is that all I know is that the clitoris is a myth. Much like the Holocaust and
So-
dinosaurs.
Guys,
And 9/11.
are they
9/11.
are they Euro or not Euro?
Oh man, no, fuck.
Japan.
Okay, so not Euro.
Not Euro.
Euro, Italy.
Okay. Murrow is correct. They are not Euros, but they are from the United States.
Okay, bloody pussy guts.
Ohio.
I'm gonna say Colorado, New Mexico.
Nope, Santa Maria, California. Gore grind though, so
Well,
pretty on
yeah.
on the nose name. Now, my
Kind of hack for a gore grind.
Yeah,
band.
you're not even trying.
Yeah,
is it,
you know?
is it?
It's kind of hack, you know. It's like we
whatever.
get it. You like gross shit.
Okay. Now for my favorite entry of this list today.
Oh boy.
Bunga Bunga.
Holy shit.
They bonga'd so nice they named it twice. Much like couscous.
Sorry, could you say that name again?
Bunga Bunga.
I'm sorry. A third time?
Bong fucking Bonga.
Could you use the term in a sentence? No? Jesus. Bonga.
Not Euro. I'm going to say Australia or New Zealand.
Okay.
You got kind of tying like to the surfing thing. Like cowabunga. Not European, South America.
You're both right. They are not Euros.
Okay.
I'll give you one more chance if you can nail the
Were
country.
either of us right on the continent?
No comment. Because you both guessed different ones.
Okay, was I wrong on the continent?
You said what?
I said South America.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
not South America.
Was he wrong when he said Australia and New Zealand?
There's only 7 continents. I'm not going to spoil the fucking game.
I'm obviously wrong.
Yeah.
It's one we haven't named yet.
Or else you just would have said you were right, yeah.
Bonga, bonga.
I'm trying to think, is that like, this could sound racist, but is that an Asian word? Fuck me. You know, fuck it.
So I'm saying it sounded like some like down under slang that like
true.
would be used in a band name, but
Some guaylos talking the bunga bunga. Yeah, I'm going fucking Asia, dude. And I'm saying Korea.
Philippines.
I'll give you both a half a point. Indonesia again.
Damn.
Indonesia be killing it, dog. Mm-hmm. Shout out to fuck Indonesia, man. Isn't that home of fucking Chapang? Isn't that band from there too?
Nepal.
Fuck, dude.
Okay. Speaking of
Nepal.
of,
This next band is called Sherpa Sherpa.
no, that would be really cool.
That would be sick.
Just destroying themselves.
Ugh. That just sounds like a Warped Tour C stage band.
I was gonna say it sounds like a mid 2000s like Hydra head band
Euro
that just
or
plays like
not
weird
Euro.
metal that we would both fucking love.
Yeah, true. That we would overlook then, but now in our
Now
older
we
years, we're like,
appreciate, yeah.
we should have just slept on that shit.
Euro or not Euro.
Euro.
Okay.
Not Euro, US.
Okay. Dennis is right. They're Euros.
Name again? Destroying yourselves?
Themselves.
You know what? Let's go for I'm going to say the Nordic states. Sweden, Norway, and the other one.
You should have gone with those defunct countries. They're from Czechia. Formerly Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic. All right, here's a
You got a Meyer band that's going through some adversity, though, so you overlooked their shitty metalcore name. anything. They might be,
Yeah.
some real ones from the streets.
True.
From the streets.
I think this home stretch is going to be fucking sick. Starting with this Gen Z ass name.
Oh.
Nothing sus.
List. Nothing sus.
Nothing with an apostrophe on the end of N.
Is it Nuthin?
Yep. Sus. S-U-S-S.
American.
Yeah, United States.
So you're saying not Euro.
Not Euro.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to clarify so you can still get your point. They are not Euros, but they're not from the United States. I'll give you one more chance.
Canada.
Japan.
Nah. Australia.
Ah!
How do they know about fucking... That's cultural appropriation.
It is.
You fucking Aussie scumbags.
You fucking death metal / gore
God
grind.
damn, man. They start that band D's Nuts and think they rule the world.
Uh-huh.
Who was actually on the inaugural edition of Is It Euro? Callback.
Episode 9. Lincoln Love Log.
Damn.
That's definitely a gore grind band.
That's definitely a band that gets pussy.
Okay. Are they Euro or not Euro?
Euro.
Lincoln Love Log.
Wait, no. Because the only place I would know Lincoln Logs would probably be us. So, not Euro, the United States.
Not Euro.
Yeah, I agree. United States.
You're both right. Not Euro and United States. Where are they from, boys?
We gotta figure places that have
I'm gonna say Midwest.
Slamming.
Where?
Illinois.
Fucking nailed it.
Fuck me.
Freeport, Illinois.
I was gonna go fucking New Jersey. Shit.
Murrow knows this band because they are gore grind with groove metal influence.
No, I never heard this band.
This motherfucker played with them at the Kyber. You know it.
Yes,
you know
did.
we did, dude.
I
You
wish
know we did, dude.
I wish I had a show
true.
flyer with
2
my
points.
band on that.
Lincoln Lovelog.
2 fucking points for Murrow. All right, we're down to the last 4. I really hate turning off the fart machine, but
Oh,
Oh,
it's fucking ruining the fucking
still pushing the button.
for some reason.
you're just hoping when he turns it back on, they all play.
It has phantom farted before.
They all stack. Yeah, I was telling him.
It has phantom
Yeah.
farted before.
Good.
It did today.
All right. Flesh Hunter and the Anal Assaulters. Anal Assaulters is one word.
Flesh Hunter, nice Dutch boy.
Euro or not Euro?
Flesh Hunter and the Anal Assaulters. Euro.
Most aggressive ska band name ever.
The Rape Tones. Like, oh, fuck.
Not so. You said not Euro.
I said Euro.
You said Euro. Okay. How about you? What you said?
Not Euro.
Let's say you Mur. Okay.
Not Euro. South America.
Fucking where?
Oh, fuck you, Mike.
He's looking at the list or something.
Dude,
How?
cover that paper better, Tom. Shit.
That's why I have it facing me.
Is it reflecting off your glasses or some shit?
Must be.
Chile. I don't know.
Why did you know that?
Did I? Oh fuck.
Did I?
He knows these fucking
I
bands,
smell a
dude.
rat.
He knows these fucking bands, dude. We know the fucking encyclopedia of gore grind man here. He's like Rain Man, but only with gore grind bands.
The most useless talent ever.
Is it though? You could be on my X-Men team any day.
25 European matchsticks. Alright, this sucks.
29.
I swear I'm not looking at your paper. I'm not cheating.
29
I
severed.
I understand that you're not,
29 severed
but I
torsos.
still don't believe
I'll
you.
swear on the fart machine.
29 severed torsos. Exactly 29 severed torsos. Judge
Bro,
Wapner.
I'll put my hand on the good book here.
Put your hand on the good book.
I swear I'm not cheating.
I believe him. I don't know why, but I believe him, Judge.
If he doesn't watch his Wapner at 7:30, he's gonna throw a fit. We only got 3 more.
Oh.
If only Big Al Sex was here.
Oh.
This is literally perfect.
He probably would have been chasing something shiny.
4 sweaty dudes in a room.
The Irrelevant and Illiterate podcast.
Episode 27.
No, I ever said this one because I count as 2 dudes now.
Okay. 4 sweaty dudes. Are they Euro?
I have a soul in each tit. Are they 4 sweaty dudes in a room?
Not Euro.
Euro.
Murrow is correct again.
This motherfucker, man.
He's coming from fucking
Yo,
behind.
why we got Ken Jennings in here today? What the fuck, dude?
Seriously.
Yo, shout out to Ken Jennings. It's my
The
guy.
champion? Yes,
K-Gen?
the greatest champion.
K-Gen? Yeah. He deserves that job way more than Mayan Bialik.
He doesn't want it.
The Mayan Bialik, though, I would.
Yeah, still would.
Can you pinpoint where they're from?
I was gonna say the United States.
Yes. Where?
Fucker, here he goes.
4 sweaty dudes in a room.
Kentucky.
New York.
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, fuck me.
Damn, neither of us were close.
Okay. Maybe my third favorite entry of the list.
You probably would know it was like 4 sweaty dudes in a room with PBR and a wax mustache.
On unicycles.
penny farthing bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Zissou beanie
So
hats.
you don't like the old time bikes, huh?
With our Steve Zissou hats, yeah.
Grackle.
Grackle?
Grackle with a G.
Speaking of birds,
That is a bird.
grackle. Euro or not Euro?
Turtle.
Euro.
Okay.
Non-Euro.
Dennis is correct. Where are they from, Denny?
Land down under.
Nah, United States.
Fuck me.
You should have gone with Chicago, Illinois. Black/death metal, oddly enough.
Grackle?
Grackle.
I can't see that in fucking stick font.
Uprooted tree font.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, final entry of the night.
Fuck Grackle.
Are they Euro or are they not Euro? And notice my inflection of when I read the word. That'll give away the punctuation.
Oh.
Dead?
Is that the end of the name?
Question mark.
Fuck, I like that.
Dead?
Is that a Napalm Death song?
Are they Euro
Dead?
or not Euro?
It'd be cool if it was dead, question mark, but also the shruggy emoji. Or the, what's the ASCII letter? The little fucking...
Yeah.
I like the Lenny.
Dead?
Euro or not?
Linguo dead?
Not Euro?
Sentence fragment is a sentence
Euro. I'll
Where-
say Euro.
Where are they from?
God damn it.
Italy.
Nailed it again.
Really?
You smelled a Paisan, didn't you?
Smelled the Kalamata olives. Motherfucker,
yuck.
dude.
With a final score of 17.5, Murrow wins.
What was my score? Like nothing?
11.5.
Fuck me.
That wasn't a blowout.
How can I come out with my own fucking bit and just suck at it so horribly?
Because this game is fucking hard.
Oh, by the way, add
It's
Dead
literally
to the
a
list.
game of luck.
Did you add Dead to the master list?
I will.
This listening part is going to be bussin'. No cap.
No cap.
For real.
For real.
I'm not listening to anything
Oh,
sus.
fuck me. Damn.
You want to get into homework, guys?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I know for a fact Murrow probably did this homework too.
I did.
Yeah. You did.
Yep.
Shall we start with what Dave brought to the table?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, or should I go first, or?
Well, we both do each other's homework, so I'll start. I'll start with Unpersons.
Oh, I know you hated this.
The album title was III 3.
Yeah.
Roman numeral 3.
First song, unlistenable free jazz shit. Musical ADD out the ass. Pick one thing and then do it, even if it's chaotic. Last Tear of a Fallen is cool, that song. I get it. It's okay, but it's not thing I will ever listen to again. I gave it a 3.
Who recommended this? You?
Dave.
Dave did?
Yeah, he recommended
This is a
it.
Dave band for sure.
This one he handed to me because
Wait, which Dave?
Janice.
Oh.
He knew this one was right up my alley.
I said it was fun to listen to. It's not something I would seek out,
Yeah.
but it was something that I was pleasantly surprised by. I was getting vibes from early Mastodon, like Remission, where it was still really muddy, but it was
Yeah.
still technical.
I
Yeah.
could see that actually.
And I like the vocals. I'm not trying to bring up stupid black metal bands on this podcast, but that band Leviathan.
I do.
The vocals were very similar to
See that?
the Leviathan recordings, which I liked.
An astute observation, Michael Murrow.
I'm trying. It was a dirty recording that still sounded well put together. I know that's kind of an oxymoron, but it just worked.
I understand.
Yeah.
Probably not something that would be in my rotation, but
No.
if I heard it, I would enjoy it.
If this band was playing in the back of Orleans per se, I would turn around after a song and a half. I think.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I could vibe to this.
Yeah.
They'd have to be putting on a great show.
Well, I have a 2-tiered review here because
That means you liked it a lot.
well, first off, we'll start with the first part. Unpersons 4 because I couldn't find Unpersons 3 at first.
Oh,
I couldn't find 3, so I'm reviewing 4. This sounds like if every band on Amphetamine Reptile fucked and put out a record while they were fucking. And it fucked hard. Everything about this rules. Even though the vocals took a bit for me to get used to, once I did, I was all in. I was all in. Tom's review of this is sure to make me really angry.
You're a fucking prophet, man.
9 out of 10. Now, wait a second. Here's the second part. Unpersons 3. I finally found it. See Unpersons 4 plus more tracks and a raw recording. My dick hurts. 9 out of 10. I fucking loved them. I thought they were great.
well, I'm glad you found.
I
it
was
out.
all about it. And Dave was right to recommend that one to me because he knows what's up. Boy knows what's up, man. He knows me.
He do be knowing.
He do be knowing me, dude. Now, let's talk about what he gave to you, which was the
Frampted.
the Peter Frampton release.
Defeat of Civilization.
Yeah. Now, my review. This fucking cooks. This makes me want to headbutt every cop and 75% of all Air National Guard. Every punk band should sound like this, as far as guitar tone, drum sound,
Agree.
recording quality. It's all perfect for the style, and the vocals are burly as shit without being silly.
That was the first thing I
Tom
put.
doesn't enjoy this, he is whack as shit. 10 out of 10.
10? Wow.
Yes, I
I've-
fucking love it.
I've been giving this record a fucking 10 out of 10. This is a fucking
Yeah, he knew it
like this is a
beforehand.
favorite of mine.
All right.
Yeah.
As far as like the D-beat punk bands go,
Yeah.
like this band is possibly number 1.
Yeah.
Like this band fucking checks every box for me.
Yeah.
Like they're mean, they're fast. Those guitars have the fucking crunch to them. Like the recording is raw, but it doesn't sound like it was recorded in a fucking basement. It's,
But it also isn't so polished that it loses its edge.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
done perfectly.
It's that happy medium where it's raw, but it doesn't sound shitty.
Yeah.
And it's produced enough, but it doesn't sound like overproduced for a punk record.
Yeah.
It's a perfect record.
I thought it was fucking great.
My review is pretty short, but you won't be sorry. Sorry, Frankie. You won't be disappointed. I guess.
Okay.
I've heard bad bands trying to be this for a long time.
That's true.
Chaos, but the good kind.
Yeah.
Drums are my favorite part. I prefer the B-side. I would listen to this record all the time if it was on streaming. I gave it a 6.9.
That's a weird fucking number.
69.
Nice.
Almost a 7.
Nice.
Just under a 7. If I could listen to it more and like fucking walk around with it, I'd probably love it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now,
You work out, right? It's a good cardio
yeah,
record.
I do.
Okay. Clearly, look at him. He's a fucking brick shit house.
Fuck yeah. Now, Tombo gave me a record. It's a Division of Mind's self-titled record. This is one of those bands that I never really gave a listen to because the people that recommended it to me all the time were always people whose taste I thought was shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, no, these people don't know what I like, whatever. It's like, you would like Ikulu. I'm like, no.
I don't think you would like that.
So I don't. And so they're like, Division of Mind, dude. I'm like, nah. So I always put it off, but here's what
I went out on a limb with this recommendation.
Yeah. So this is Division of Mind self-titled. It started off cool, kind of like Raw or Perseverance era Hatebreed, without the Ozfest stink. I started thinking this first song was ridiculously long, and then I noticed I was on track 5. Very formulaic. Maybe live it's cool, but this record was a snoozer. 3 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but seriously, it sounded like one extremely long song. Now, I bet live, it's fucking bananas, because it definitely has the live vibe to it. Like, if I was like
They're good live.
Yeah,
They're really
I
good
bet
live.
like it was probably fucking gnarly and shit, but
I was at their second show. They blew my head apart.
brag. I wish they did, but yeah, it was just kind of all sounded like the same song to me. But then here's the thing: the one song that it sounded like over and over and over again was good. So there's that. I mean, if it was a single, I'd be like, yo, this shit fucking rules. But it was a full length, and I pass.
You sure it's not a 4 then?
All right, fuck it. I'll give it a 4.
Because 3 infers that it's not good.
I don't really pay attention to.
I would give it a higher rating than that. I would say it's above average, but it's not great.
I could see how it appeals to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite releases of its time.
It's another good
when it
gym.
came
It's
out.
another good gym record for me.
It's a great gym record.
You know how like some people like when they really like a bad record and you just stare and you're like, what the fuck are you thinking? Right? Now I don't like this record, right? But if someone's like, I really fucking love this record, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, you're more forgiving of it. Because you're like, all right, yeah, okay.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Don't love it.
Yeah. See, that's fine. But like there's other records like you're like, yo, Turnstile's really good. I was like, are you fucking drunk? Like, what is wrong with you? But this was like, I didn't like it, but it's inoffensive. And like I said, if it was like 2 or 3 songs, I probably would have been like, yo, this is the shit. But
Maybe I should have assigned them
It'll-
their first release then, the 7-inch.
fuck it, I'll listen
I
to
bet
it.
you would have liked it. Anyway,
I'll listen to it.
all right. So that brings me to my homework. From I'll start with.
I got to do your comedy homework too.
We can get.
We'll back and forth.
We'll
on
get
it.
to that. Don't worry.
Yeah. Whoa! Did you just snore?
My extra credit was from Dave. World Burns to Death, Totalitarian Sodomy.
Oh yeah.
Another great record.
I liked Sucking of the Mistlecock more.
Yeah. I see. Me and him argue about that one. I love both of them, but Sucking Mistlecock's my favorite.
Agree. I wouldn't listen to it again.
Oh,
I listened to for the that day. I listened.
turn
to,
your butt flap in.
I listened to Frampton first. So my
Better hop the next
So-
train out of here,
Yeah.
buddy.
to fucking Zerosville. Yo, that's your problem. You listen to Frampton first.
yeah. So I was.
Yeah, he set the
bar
bar
was
too
up.
high.
Yeah.
The bar was higher, and let's see my music 10 was sloping downwards, so I immediately put Soft Shit on to cleanse my palate afterward.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4. It's okay. It's good. It's not as good as Sucking of the Mistlecock.
It's not. But Sucking of the Mistlecock to me is like an 8 record. This one's easily a 7.5 record.
All right. It is produced a little better, but
Yeah.
I still prefer the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's how I felt about my extra credit.
Yeah.
My musical assignment from you was Brutal Truth, Sounds of the Animal Kingdom. Plus, the copy I found on Spotify was that plus Kill Trend Suicide.
Oh, nice.
So I listened to the whole thing, all 30 fucking songs.
I was actually like tossed up like, do I give them the full length or do I give them that EP of when they got weird? Because I didn't want to give them the old shit because everybody knows the old shit rules. But some people,
No, I like the weird shit
some
too.
people disagree on the weird shit. Not me.
All right, well, I'm going to disagree with them then. Or I'm going to
Disagree
agree
with-
with
Them or disagree with me.
disagree with you.
Fair.
There's a moment when the song Vision starts and someone goes, "Wah!"
Yeah.
I like that part.
Yeah, me too.
I had to,
that part too.
I had to come back to it later, like because it felt like it was getting really long, and then I looked, it was an hour and 12 minutes with both of those releases combined.
Yeah.
It was like 30 some songs.
Listening to all of that at once is probably didn't help the review at all.
They're the American answer to Napalm Death,
Absolutely.
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Not only in just like the basic parallels, but they're a band that has reinvented themselves multiple times and has maybe alienated a few fans, but
Yeah.
I could see that.
in the grand scheme of things, like
gain
it
new ones.
made me a bigger
For
fan.
everyone
and
they
also,
drop,
and also, yeah,
gain new ones, yeah.
They're on the grind Mount Rushmore, no
Oh,
doubt.
absolutely.
100%.
For American Grind? No, absolutely.
no.
as a
question.
drummer, you better fucking appreciate the
Rich
drumming
Hogue,
on
Rich
that
Hogue
record.
is a fucking monster.
The song Cricket sounds like he's doing a binga-dinga-dingy rednecky cadence, and it turned me off.
I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah,
the-
shit fucking rules.
The songs I liked, I really liked, and the songs I didn't like, I really didn't fucking like.
Okay.
And let's be very honest, Brutal Truth is a fucking awesome band name.
Yep.
True.
Like I couldn't stop. Like I couldn't get that out of my head. I was like, man, that is a solid pick. I gave it a 5.75 out of 10.
It's so low.
Why do you go? Your next review is gonna it's gonna be someone's gonna score like pi to like the 13th number.
3.14657.
Like, what'd you think of this record, Tom? The Fibonacci sequence, you know?
Well, I mean, 5.75 puts it right under pretty okay.
Just give it 5.5.
He thinks he's Pitchfork.
I'm better than Pitchfork. He thinks.
You were going to say something?
Yeah, I had a weird introduction to Brutal Truth when I was a kid. I didn't know who it was when I first heard them. Do you know they were in that movie To Die For with Nicole Kidman?
Really?
You know the one where she's the newscaster and
Yeah.
she seduces Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
And like
Gets him to
convinces
kill her
him to kill what was it? Dylan. Matt Dillon played her husband?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
What a dreamboat.
I know it was Dreamboat soundtrack.
The scene where she goes
This
to
is
the
prime
high
Nicole
school.
Kidman, too.
The scene where prime fucking 10 out of 10 Nicole Kidman.
Before she found Scientology, yeah, dude.
When the scene where she shows up to the high school and like tries recruiting all the bad kids, when she's like, where it was either her or it was like the kids walking up in like slow motion, and you hear like this like heavy ass song start to play. And I'm in like middle school. It's a Brutal Truth song, yeah.
I thought you were saying they were in the movie like how Cannibal Corpse was in Ace Ventura.
No, I wish.
I was like, there's no way I missed that.
No, they're just in the soundtrack. Yeah, I remember being like a young ass kid and like just starting to get into heavy music and being like, yo, this song's fucking rocking, man. Like, who's this? And like I never found out who it was until later when I like was able to look it up when the internet existed.
Yep.
It's fucking Brutal Truth song.
I found out about him from
classic internet.
From Headbangers Ball. It was the music video for the song Ill Neglect, and I remember the singer was, instead of having a microphone stand in his hand, just had a crowbar.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like,
that's pretty awesome.
I was like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah. But I like their other records way more.
That record also, Sounds of the Animal Kingdom, is one of my top 5 album art records.
So
I love that cover.
When you said that, I was
fucking
like,
Monkey Man.
I was gonna say, I hope I got the right version. It's
It
like
sticks out so well.
It's Patrick Bateman mixed with like a gorilla kind of.
This came out way before Patrick Bateman was a thing.
Then the version on Spotify is different. Then
no, it's definitely a guy with half gorilla.
No, it just looks very similar to the Patrick Bateman screaming.
Okay.
But yeah, and the Kill Trend Suicide cover was cool as shit too. Just some dude just sitting like on a couch and shit like that, but his reflection is him with a gun in his mouth. Dude, whoa. Yeah, but Sounds of the Animal Kingdom was like probably my top 5 album covers. I love it's just so distinctive. It's not
back in the day when
it's not a cover that's you would equate with like a grind band or a metal band at all.
Because back in the day, I know Relapse Records used to have like whole end caps in record stores, and you would see all like the generic Relapse Records artwork.
Yeah.
And then that one just stuck out like a sore thumb, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
First off, it was white.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't like some earth tone or like weird fucking
black with white font.
Yeah, the band's name was in like normal like typing font,
right?
Yeah, so
Sans Pro Black.
So you're just like, "What the fuck is this?" But it's like, yeah, it's on Relapse. It's got a gorilla on it. I was like, but I had already knew who they were at that point. I was like, this is gonna be great.
God, Schmott, I want my Monkey Man.
Fuck.
You want to get into homework? Comedy homework. I'm sorry.
Sure, bud.
Am I having a stroke?
I'm gonna pass
I'm in a time loop here.
I'm gonna pass the ball to you because I want to hear what you thought. But first, I want to cut you off and say, I'm so sorry I did this. I laughed.
Oh, so you're Jeremiah Watkins?
Yes, I assigned him.
You motherfucker!
I assigned him Jeremiah Watkins' daddy.
I wasted a whole fucking commute to work this morning listening to this horse shit.
I laughed. I put it on.
You fucking gave me a record you hadn't even, especially you hadn't even watched yet.
That's right. As we've done it to each other before.
I have never done that.
That's not true. You did it to Andy Haynes with me, and it was very good.
That's true. I did do that with Andy Haynes. And we did it with Cheeseburger, but we did that before it even came out.
These are recorded. I can listen
but there's things that you know are going to be good.
I'm actually going to do that this week too anyway. Yeah.
So, I before I let him go, I watched 15 minutes of it. I laughed one time in the first 11 minutes.
I might have made it farther than you, but I definitely turned it off before I got to work.
I didn't finish it.
Neither did I.
Go ahead, Dan.
Jeremiah Watkins, daddy. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I think this guy has the potential to be funny. I've seen him on podcasts, and he is funny on podcasts and stuff.
He is funny.
And he's definitely like, to me, you know that one local band that just sucked absolute dog shit, but every single member was at every show, hyping up every band, and they were the nicest kids ever. Every single one of them also booked shows, put out records, and did all this other stuff. So you always felt bad somewhat for hating them musically.
Yes.
That's what this is for me comedy-wise. Like, this guy is a good dude.
They give you a t-shirt and you're like, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the one, like, you might shoot some cum into.
That's going in the cum rag pile, yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe, like, the yard work pile, you know.
Or both.
Jeremiah Watkins' daddy. Severe Dane Cook flashbacks, which is not a good thing.
Oh, man, I didn't even consider that.
Mad improv sketch vibes. No fucking thanks. 1 out of 10.
I gave it a fucking 0. Because I didn't finish it.
I gave it the 1 that just because, like, he's such a likable dude.
I know.
Who's like a super cheerleader for stand-up of all shapes and sizes.
He puts on stand up on the spot, which is awesome.
A great show. Yeah. It's just...
I did not like it.
I only made it about 15 minutes.
I mean, yeah, I got to do more research on this guy, but you say he's funnier when he's just kind of shooting from the hip?
Yes.
Like, just talking?
Check out stand up on the spot.
It's cool as shit. He brings like about 5 comedians on each time, and they pretty much get up on a stage, and the crowd yells a topic, and the comedians have to riff that topic.
Okay.
And
he's better when he's like just going off the dome.
He hosts that, but he also he'll do it like the comedian will do like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he'll get up at the end with the comedian, do an additional 5 minutes together. And when he does that, he's funny. But it's just like his special and his material is just not so much.
I enjoy him on podcasts too.
He's a great guest on podcasts.
I have very similar criticisms of other comics who are funnier when they're just talking shit.
Yeah.
And their material, like their
Dice is
worked
like
out material. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
Can't stand his material.
It's hard to get
But
through.
when he's just like talking shit, he's hilarious.
Exactly.
His material used to make me laugh.
Dude, him on O&A in the way back.
Yeah.
I never heard him on an O&A.
Dude, him and Patrice together on Colin Quinn back in the day.
Yes.
Little Kev.
That was one of the best episodes of Tough Crowd. It was just pretty much them trashing each other back
because
and
it was
forth.
Patrice and Kevin Hart, and it was Jim Norton and who's the other guy? The guy from Boston.
Nick DiPaolo?
No, he was like an older guy.
The guy with the black hair. Fuck.
You know, Jim, what's his name?
But Jim Norton had the best joke on that episode. He's like, we look like two father son like he's like, we look like two father son teams.
His name's Jim something. I forget his fucking last name. But he was on a lot of episodes of Tough Crowd.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I did that.
I just remember fucking one of the funniest things ever was Kevin Hart's story about Patrice lived with him for a while because he was out on the West Coast with him, and like he had lived with Kevin while he was out there.
Right.
He was shooting something. It might have even been The Office. But he walked in on Patrice jerking off. And he saw him all he saw was his arm moving and his big sweaty back. And he said instead of stopping, like any normal human being, he's like, hey, yo, just leave for a minute. And just kept going. But like obviously the way he told it was better. But god damn it.
Man.
Yeah, Kevin, Jeremiah Watkins has vibes. Like he's like I said, he's like the most likable person ever. And he's like, he's got great intentions, but the material was not good.
This is a failure of the material only.
Ugh.
Well,
sad.
I'd love to get into my comedy homework.
Go for it, bud.
And end this on a high note.
Oh.
I was assigned Mike Vecchione's The Attractives.
Italian Todd Barry.
Apt as hell. Yeah.
That was my comment on this special, by the way. So
promoting,
not necessarily a negative comment either.
Oh yeah, I love Todd Barry.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Spicy honey rules.
Promoting this special, he was on Skeptic Tank, and he said, "If you're hot, you can watch it, and if you're not hot, you can also watch it." I thought that was really funny. My notes are: "Wow, this is great. Laughed a lot. All good comics have been singing his praises forever, and for good reason. So funny." Good-looking people wear masks premise, the title of the special. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. The emotional intelligence joke got me. That was the hardest I laughed, I think, in the episode.
You'll like this, Mike. He's also he used to be a middle school teacher before he quit to do comedy full time.
For troubled kids in Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a local guy. Oh, even better.
Chinese restaurant, was that joke too sweet and sour for you?
Yeah.
Did it ruin your happy family? Yes, and I have the lower IQ in the relationship / you have the emotional intelligence.
Turns out that's not real.
Even
That's just something that intelligent people tell stupid people.
the punchline that got me was, even you're smart enough to know that. That one broke me.
Oh, fuck.
I completely forgot he was a clean comic until
Yeah.
3/4 of the way through when he dropped dog crap twice in a row.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, he doesn't fucking curse.
He doesn't curse.
He got Chuck E. Cheese's name wrong, and by the time
Yeah, he did.
by the time I opened my notes app to write that note, he corrected
addressed
it
it, yeah.
and made it funny.
Yeah.
And then my last note,
Actually, Mike, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese.
yes,
Yeah.
he says, I'll still call him
Charles Edward
Cheese.
Yes.
So, funny side story. I had a buddy. Remember Pat DeYoung?
Yeah.
Who put on the Pride Kill show in his basement?
Yeah. It was fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
The water heater broke and Gravity had fixed it for him.
So Pat still.
I played that show.
To this day, Pat's still one of my best friends. Love him.
He's
to death.
awesome. Is he still in the military?
No, he's been out.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually lives right outside of Seattle now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing really well. He graduated Vassar. He's got like a really good job. He's fucking killing
He's
it.
a handsome boy, too.
Fucking, oh my God, he's got a beautiful thick head of hair.
Yeah,
He's
he
fucking
does.
gorgeous.
Fucking son of a bitch. Fuck you,
no.
Pat DeYoung.
So yeah, stand up dude.
First time I met that kid, I punched him in the face at Club HP, and then I met him at a show like about 2 weeks later, and this was like, man, this guy was really cool. Why did I do that?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. God,
So-
I was such a bastard in my 20s.
Back in high school, his like high school job was working at Chuck E. Cheese.
Fuck yeah.
So his responsibility, one of his responsibilities while working there was like a bunch of grunt work, but like he would go on, like he would get like a dash card basically, like it was like petty cash. Where
Yeah.
oh, we're out of this. Like go to I think it was either BJ's or Sam's Club. Go like take the company like membership card
Oh.
and the credit card and like go pick up more of whatever we ran out
Napkins
of.
or whatever, yeah.
When he quit, he kept the BJ's membership card. But the membership card didn't have like a real person's name on it. It said Chuck E. Cheese.
Fuck yeah.
So for years, back when he used to have like those parties and barbecues at his house, he would be like, yo, let's go to BJ's and stock up on like, bulk order shit.
Yeah.
So we would always go with the company card and you would have to sign the receipt. So we would always sign like Charles E. Cheese on the receipt. So it would like match up with the membership
Jesus.
card.
A while ago, the Ellesmere BJ's, there'd be a person at the door to check you in.
My former employer.
Yeah, but for years we would get off scot-free just using that company card. Because no one would really... Because he would be like, yeah, I would go in plain clothes all the time back when I was an actual employee and no one questioned it. So why would they question us now? And the cashier is like some 16-year-old kid who doesn't give a fuck. So they're not going to flinch when you hand them a card that says that. So, yeah. Chuck E. Cheese, man. Got us into BJ's for quite a while.
Got you some BJ's.
Mr.
I wish.
Entertainment. My last note, Hebrew looks like footstools. Fucking
Yeah, that was fucking great.
popped me big time. 9 out of 10.
I'm glad you like. I like him. The same reason I like Nate Bargatze is because both of them came up with the New York crowd, who was like notorious for being unclean and just fucking just vicious as hell. And those two still managed to keep it clean and not as venomous as like most New York comedians, but they still were able to keep step with all the other people they came up with.
You know,
like they were still able to be in the same room, on the same podcast, on the same shows, do their own thing, but still fit in just as well.
Yeah.
Just because they were that fucking funny.
You know what? I'll add to that positive too. I don't smell an ounce of phony on either one of them.
Neither of them, yeah.
Like those fucking squeaky clean guys are phony as fuck most of the time, and neither of them are that.
Yeah.
You could tell they're forcing it to be clean to like get picked up on like a late night talk show or a sitcom or something.
Because apparently like the clean circuit, like the Gaffigan circuit they call it, is just fucking you're stacking papers. You see them papers? You stack them papers.
Because you get booked at corporates, you get booked by churches, people who have fucking crazy money to spend on entertainment. So
that needs to be one of his homework assignments. One episode. that Hollow Points demo
anywhere to hear ever. Oh my god, I would totally give it to him.
The internet exists. I'm sure you could find it.
We could drag them members out of whatever fucking Suboxone haze they're in. Shout out Hollow Points with a Z. Smoke that dro, slap a hater.
Slap a fucking hater.
See them papers, stack them papers.
Remember you had a dance?
Slap a hater.
You came up with a dance to go with that. So it was like, see them papers, stack them papers.
Smoke that dro, slap a hater. Remember when we thought...
This band made E-Town Concrete sound like John fucking Coltrane.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why you're lucky in the generation you're in, Tom. See, we were the generation when E-Town Concrete was a new thing, right? And, they're big as shit back then, too. But we also incurred the wrath of all the E-Town pretenders that came out of New Jersey. There was a ton.
But the best part was this band wasn't riding that wave. They came out when that style wasn't cool to mimic anymore. This is when everyone was trying to do the whole fucking like early 2000s like Bridge 9 hardcore sounding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like this band popped up and was like, "Oh no. Like we're doing this." And it was something.
Yeah, Hollow Points with a Z.
Hollow Points.
And we actually thought another friend of ours was in the band because he had the same name as their drummer, and he was also a drummer. Because our friend was a guy named George Wood. Great dude. Funny motherfucker.
Big Trump guy now.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. He was actually at the J Money benefit in Trenton.
Well,
he's hanging out with Reed.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that like ended up actually doing really well for himself, and I think he's I'm in a certain tax bracket.
I like my money, Republican.
I'm a Republican because I have money.
Yeah. So I don't think he's like a big dumb redneck Trump guy.
Yeah.
He's
like
not
a MAGA guy.
Yeah,
we were like
understood.
for like a good couple years. We were like, I can't believe George Wood's in this band. And then come to find out it's a completely separate dude named George Wood that also had shitty facial hair and was from South Jersey.
Yeah, because this is from the MySpace era.
Yeah.
So you would look at like the band pictures, and there would be like shots of them playing live.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy with like dirty blonde hair and like a sweatband around his head and like wearing like a fucking Foreman Mills polo shirt, like looks just like our friend George, and his name is George. So
same last name.
Same last name too. I'm like,
I'm like, damn, George Wood's doing this.
Like, you'd think he would have told us he's in a new band, but I mean, maybe he's just being humble.
Then we were I remember, like, I was like, yo, it's not the same George Wood. And we were both like, oh. It's like,
lost a couple
disappointed.
points. Not many, but...
It's like, damn it.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Hollow Points is a possible homework in the future then.
I don't know how the fuck you're going to ever find it.
That's all right, we're going to make this happen.
It was like a 4-song tape, and I don't think anybody...
Probably.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just going to do in there search for every George Wood on the Eastern Seaboard.
Now,
just match it off. Are you the guy from Hollow Points? Are you the guy from Hollow Points? Are you the guy from Hollow Points?
Somebody from the shore has to have a hard copy of it still.
This week... fuck it. You're a guest. What do you got for me homework-wise? You got anything you want to recommend?
Yeah, for sure. You want me to go first?
Yeah, bud.
Yeah,
you're a guest, dude.
Okay, so I have... 2 records, but one of them's an EP. So if you hate it, it'll at least be over soon. But if you love it,
way to sell it, Mike.
but if you love it, they have lots of other content.
Okay. It's called records, not content. You fucking millennial.
Whatever. So yeah, they are a Danish band.
Delicious.
Death metal.
Oh.
They're called Hyperdontia.
D-O-N-T-I-A.
Their 2023 EP, Deranged.
Ooh. Sounds unranged.
So it's a really nice blend of old school death metal, technical death metal, but it's not like a hodgepodge where like they're doing one, then they're doing the other. Like it's not like...
It's not Candiria.
Yeah, it's not like a cut and paste job. It's done really well. It's raw, but it doesn't sound like shitty recording. And it's like technical enough without sounding like,
trying to
bloodbath or
Yeah.
like, the super technical death metal stuff that just gets really boring.
Yeah.
Bloodbath doesn't get talked about enough.
Bloodbath is cool for about 2 songs.
Yeah, it is repetitive.
When you're on a 5-hour van ride with Alex and he's playing the full length
You can't do that.
and he's talking about it, like you're getting commentary on top of it.
You're like, can we
It's-
say? Can you
You're
turn this
looking for a
off?
window to jump out of.
When you're like, can you turn this off? And then he explains to you why we shouldn't turn it off.
Yeah, I'm
What do you
good.
say? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Go
So
get some
it's
pussy.
not that. It's not that. But
Yeah.
it's a nice blend of like technical and ugly, I guess is the best way I could put it. And it's the newest release from them. So work backwards from that if you really like it.
Right.
If you hate it, you don't have to listen to anything else.
You're a good salesman, Mike. Can't believe you're a teacher. What else you got, dude?
So I got some more sad girl shit for you.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Band called Slow Crush.
Ooh. That's good, as they hate fast crushes.
And they have their last LP came out in 2021. It's called Hush.
You ever see that movie Hush? Good.
Standard shoegazy stuff. It's
Shoegazy.
yeah, ooh.
Shoegazy. Mama Luke.
It's like all the derivatives that work and sound really good. Like it's nothing, groundbreaking, but it's a solid start to finish record.
Nice.
If you like that kind of stuff, it's like a hidden gem. Like I try to seek out bands like this and I don't always hit on them. This one was one that I found that I actually like come back to a lot and listen to this record, and it's
All
great.
right.
All right.
So
Fuck, good
beautiful
music.
vocals. So that's like the high point of it.
Excellent.
Now, before we assign each other, we've got I'm going to give us an assignment. It's a special we're both looking
I know what
forward
this
to.
is.
It's a special we've both been looking forward to for a long time. It
Yep.
comes out tomorrow.
It comes out 2 weeks ago yesterday. According to
tomorrow
2
is
weeks
the
ago.
5th.
Yep.
April 5th on YouTube, and it is Big J Oakerson's Dog Belly.
I have that written on my first page.
Live from Skankfest. Now, neither of us has seen it because it's obviously not out yet.
You know how long we've been talking about this? Since episode 18.
Yeah, so we've been fucking stoked on it and it finally arrives tomorrow. So that's, both of us had to do that regardless. But I didn't have anything new comedy-wise for you because I figured saying the Oakerson special would just be, a cop-out for me to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you 2 records. Okay, the first one is from a French grind band called Blockheads.
I'm listening.
And the record is called The World Is Dead. Came out 2016, maybe? And
You can hear us furiously writing.
yes, it is a good blend of not only just grind, like the metally grind, but also the punk style grind too.
Nice.
Where like everybody in the band sings. So there's like multiple just layered vocals and just
Voices.
like all different,
I like that.
all across, the thing there. And they just throw in like this weird ass mosh parts. They blend them in well. Like it's not like they just like tack it on, but you're just like, what? Like, because it's mostly just nonstop fast, and all of a sudden they just throw in these just groovy ass breaks in it, and you're just like, where the fuck did that come from? By the way, this fucking rules. Typical political stinky people grind, but and they are French, so it's really stinky.
Yeah.
But I fucking love it. Like they have a newer record that came out in 2021, but I like this one better. So that is your first assignment. Assignment number 2, I'm pretty sure Murrow's already heard it. I don't know if you've heard it or not. It's a band from Boston. They play more traditional style hardcore. The band's called Right Brigade.
I know Ray Brigade.
Have you listened to them?
Not in a long time.
Okay. Now, this is where it gets confusing. They have an LP and a 7-inch. Okay? They're both self-titled. I'm very proud of you there. That was nice. So, you can listen to either one of them. I prefer the full length,
Really?
but both are awesome. If you put the intro to the EP in front of the full length, fucking bananas, dude.
Okay.
But they're both great
That's what I'll do
albums,
then.
So, just listen to both records. They're very short.
All right.
Right Brigade was the precursor to American Nightmare, but it's not whack as fuck. It's actually just, it's like one of like It's the 88 Youth Crew revival style, but it's the most ballsy, chunky version
it's
of it.
super hard.
Yeah, it is like dumb hard.
Well, there's a reason they've been referenced forever.
Yeah.
So
it's not like the fucking weak shit like stuff like Fast Break or Mental and stuff like that. The real kind of cookie cutter, just kind of. This is just like hard as fucking nails, but it's the traditional style hardcore.
all right, good. I can take that.
Yeah. But yeah, they're both self-titled, but they should be easy to find. What is that, Bridge 9, Mike? Do you remember? I want to say the first one might have even been on Stillborn.
First one was Stillborn.
Yeah, it was Stillborn. Yeah,
Rev put out the full length.
Yeah.
Rev did the full length?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Rev or Bridge 9 did the full length.
I don't think Bridge 9 was a thing yet.
I think they predated Bridge 9.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, because the first American Nightmare 7-inch was one of the first Bridge 9 releases, and that was after they were long
true.
gone.
That was like Bridge 9, like fucking.
I wanted to say the
Single
EP
digits, I
was
think.
Stillborn, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, they should still be easy to find both of them.
All right.
So those are the two records I got for you.
Well, I had a comedy homework assignment
Ooh.
too before I
get into that. Bugger.
and it's another very short, very digestible recommendation. It's not a full special. It's actually an episode of my favorite web series, This Is Not Happening.
All right. I might have seen this.
Tommy Pope,
Yes!
The Washy Wash.
It's one of the best. I actually have it saved in my YouTube
All right,
favorites.
so this is nothing new to either of you.
I've seen it, but I'll watch it again
Yeah.
just so we can share it with the listeners next week.
I mean, he may be the most underutilized comic. He's someone who should be doing a full special.
He fucking took a 7-year break from comedy. That's the thing. And it's like he's just now picking it up again. I was like, God damn it.
It was like 4 or 5
You
years
could have
ago.
been fucking huge, dude.
This was like 4 or 5 years ago. I remember it was like during our winter break. My wife and I went to see Godfrey
Yeah.
at Helium.
Yeah.
And Tommy was the feature.
He's always there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was one of those things where it's like, all right, we're both on winter break this week. Like, let's see who's playing Helium. Like, let's pick like
Nice.
the best act we could find and like get tickets. And yeah, Godfrey was
Isn't
the
it-
headliner that weekend. So we're like, all right, let's go to that. We'll both enjoy that.
Isn't it funny how it never fails? If you do that and go to a comedy show, it's a great time.
Yeah. It's always a great time. Like, even when you don't know who's playing, like it's at least a good night out.
I think Godfrey is at Helium this month.
But I remember going there thinking like, oh, we're gonna see Godfrey, like it's gonna be funny, and he was.
Yeah.
But I remember it's one of those things where like you go home and you're like,
features the
you're
fucking
talking
stand-up.
about Tommy Pope all night, like he was fucking hilarious. He actually told this Washy Wash story that night.
When I first saw,
But this episode, it's like
It's-
more worked out
it's
on this
really
special.
yeah, because he probably prepared for it.
I don't
Yeah.
remember though. Was it Ari Shaffir? This is not happening,
Yeah.
or was it Roy Wood era?
This
I
is
think
Roy
it was
Wood.
Ari.
No,
Was
it's
it?
Roy Wood. Yeah.
Wow, that long ago. Or
No,
that
Roy Wood-
recent,
Roy Wood was after
that
Ari, yeah.
recent. I mean,
Yeah, but
fucking-
they're still both of them are still old.
when I
Yeah.
my girlfriend dragged me to a Esther Povitsky show at Helium, and her feature was Ryan Foster. Fucking
Well-
knocked my dick in the
Well, dude, the last time we were at Helium was to see Tommy Pope's podcast do a live
Stuff
taping,
Island.
a live show, and one of the highlights of that was their opener, Sean Gardini, who was the producer of the Shane Gillis's podcast,
Right.
and
was.
he was fucking hysterical.
Dude, he's so,
So yeah, he was great, dude.
yeah. I love getting blown
Yeah.
away by a feature or a
I
host.
love fucking Tommy Pope, and if you haven't, well,
Yeah, Tommy Pope is funny in everything I've seen him in.
have you listened to his podcast?
That's the one thing I haven't delved into yet.
You're gonna listen to
It is
episode
Stuff
after
Island.
episode.
It is
Good.
my current favorite podcast.
It's
It's my favorite podcast
I want
right
to.
now.
I want to see him do a proper special.
that and MSSP are tied for me, honestly.
Stuff Island is my favorite podcast out right now.
Well, I'm gonna keep up with the soft girl tip
Okay.
with the homework wise. This will because
Girl tip.
you'll probably like this too. I wonder if you've heard it. You probably have.
Probably
This
have.
is a record called "Wake Up." Up is in all capitals by a band called Hazel English.
Is that a person's name or a band's name?
I don't know this.
I think it's the band's name. I found Hazel English because their most recent single has been coming in my like Discover lately. So I dove into the catalog and they have an LP. I think it's from 2020 called Wake Up.
Okay.
I liked it.
What kind of shit?
Like in indie-ish, rockish, girl singing.
India-ish?
No, indie.
Oh. It's got some fucking sick sitar in it.
Harmanpreet.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, dude. I listen to some sad girl shit with some sitar in the background.
Fucking right.
I bet it rips
Right?
too. Sitar is cool.
Yeah, dude.
And
Some hot ass Indian girl singing.
Do you ever like see those stupid like Jurbang bands that have like 19 string guitars? And you're like, damn, you guys should just be playing sitars.
like
Way cooler if you did.
like the harp machine. Yes.
Yeah.
And comedy wise, I'm gonna assign you a special that is also coming out on Dogbelly Day. You can listen to it later or watch.
So this is another one you
later.
haven't listened to yet.
No, it doesn't. It hasn't. It's not out yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It's called Lefty's Son
Bye.
by Ryan Sickler.
Not a fan.
They did not pick a great day to drop a special the same day as
Yeah.
Big J's, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, it's going to be on.
YouTube.
Okay.
After I saw him at Helium, I was like, wow, he is a much better stand-up than like podcaster.
Okay, then that might sway me because I think I can't listen to his podcast and
Well, his podcast is like he'll talk to comics and they'll hang and stuff, but it's a serious podcast.
yeah. And
So
I don't want that.
He's
I listen to NPR at work with my coworkers, so
yeah,
I get enough serious.
he's so much funnier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been doing comedy forever. He's a Baltimore guy, and
I
fucking
think he's West Coast now, ain't he?
he lives in L.A. Yeah, I was actually on his Patreon podcast one time,
Brag.
and
Look at you.
I told because like
Pulling meat.
on his Patreon feed, he'll say, send me an email with like your crazy shit that's happened to you, and I sent him mine, and he was like, I'm having you on my podcast. So that was like summer of last year, I think, but
Yeah.
plus you have to be subscribed to his Patreon anyway to see it. But anyway, he was a nice guy, and then when I saw him at Helium, he like we shook hands, and I was like, yo, he was like, what was your story again? I was like, oh, I died the 2 times. And I got a genuine Ryan Sickler laugh out of him, so I was proud of myself for that.
He laughed at you almost dying twice?
Yeah.
This is already getting a 10 out of 10.
So the assignment is Lefty's Son.
And it also comes out tomorrow?
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay. I wasn't going to yell at you for saying something that you haven't tested yet, but
We've done it
if you
multiple
believe in it,
times.
and I just did it with that, but I figured it'd be the blanket that we both knew neither of us had seen it. Same way we did with Cheeseburger, and I think we did it with Jew too.
We had both seen Jew when we talked about it, but we purposely assigned it so that we could
talk
watch
about
it again.
Yeah. Still a great special.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
this week.
All right, we got anything else going?
Patreon.
Patreon.com/earandil. IRRAND. I forgot the rest.
ILL.
For the cost of 2 bags of Rap Snacks, you can get a lot of extra episodes. You can call Jeremy Tingle a bucktooth dummy and the fucking live feed or whatever it's called. Just
He doesn't even know it.
I don't know anything, dude. I'm fucking 75 years old. I don't know technology. Hit that fucking intro music.